Welcome everyone to session 7 of the Raven's Purge for Forbidden Lands. This is our epic campaign that we've been playing. We haven't played for about 3 weeks or more, so we'll do a quick recap and kind of cover ground where we were, what we've been doing. Last time, we we were in sore need of rest. Vasca was the least injured after we fought the king in Weatherstone, and she offered to watch while the rest of us slept to recover from the battle in the king's room. The great drawbridge was raised, albeit leaving a gap of about a foot in width up at the top. And during the watch, strange sounds permeated the halls. A dripping sound, despite there being no rain. A flapping sound as well. Was it wings or cloth? The night was long and tense, but before long, the sunlight began to dispel the shadows, and the hall remained safely in our hands. We explored the source of the sounds and were dismayed to see that the body of Esgar Farthing's companion, who was left near the drawbridge bereft of blood, was no longer there. We quickly set about securing and tidying Weatherstone, intent on making it a stronghold that we could return to time and again. We found a secret sally port that led out from the king's chamber along the inside of the tower wall, where narrow steps descended down to a tunnel, and then northward towards the plains, where it opened into a cleverly disguised pile of boulders. We found tracks leading from the tunnel out into the plains, but they were quickly lost in the tall grass. Nerdrum began to experience the deleterious effects of the Nakaka scepter, the weight of rulership and power taking a toll on him. We traveled north to the edge of a large body of water and followed it eastward. There we found a dead body, blackened and bloated in the sun. It bore a knife with a strange carving on it. Wendolyn presumed that this was the Maha script, a pictographic language of the Druids. Did this symbol mean knife or blade or tool? Nerdrum attempted to speak with the dead, but only received cryptic answers. Something about a place called Pelagia, near the sea, where druids call upon the winds to carry rain across the Ravenlands. It appeared this man was stabbed in the back. Well, a little further on, we found food in the form of fox and deer, and we were able to replenish some of our depleted stores. Then we found the small house on the shore. Smoke came from the chimney, and a shape was observed moving inside past the windows. There was a small dock that led out onto the water. We approached and met an old grandmotherly woman. She greeted us and bade us enter, as though expecting us. Well, she turned out to be anything but grandmotherly, as her true nature as a shapeshifter was revealed. We fought the creature, slaying it with an earthquake summoned by the Nakaka scepter. Now we wait. She said that her husband, Graham, would be returning soon. And let's go to our map.
Wow, I forgot all that.
Me too. I'm glad I wrote it down. So very grateful I wrote that. So here we are on the map. You can see the little home here underneath our token, and a little bit of water there. Some sort of brackish water where fresh water meets salt water. We suspect that the sea is likely just to the east as the fresh water is coming in from the west. Now we're in this home. We've gone through and some of the belongings here, and we found a few things, some coins and a few other sundries. But it sounds like her husband will be home at some point. Sounds like he went out fishing. So, what do we do? Where do we go from here?
We can't leave something that unnatural to wander the world, can we?
Oh, my friend, there are many more unnatural things than that. You'll never sleep if you try to hunt them all. That said, these things do seem quite killable.
We killed the shapeshifter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we not going to take its boat?
Yeah,
I thought that was what we agreed on.
That's what I remember. The kind of wanting to take its boat. My only concern is apparently I'm still bleeding out of my gut.
Ah,
Uh,
yeah. Let's take a look at that.
Do you need healing?
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
a bleeding gut. It'll take 5 days to heal. I'll put that in the chat here.
You'll be alright, Nerdrum. Rub some dirt on it.
I'll give that a try.
So yeah, for the next 5 days, every might, move, or melee roll will cause 1 point of damage.
Ooh.
I think that's why you use the scepter in the fight to summon the earthquake.
Right.
In fact, doesn't someone else have an injury? It shows up under the combat tab. Was it Wendolyn?
Yeah, I think
I'm
Wendolyn-
paranoid, but that's a mental injury.
Maybe it wasn't Wendolyn either. Yeah, you took the in the fight with the king. Yep, you've got just 2 days left of your paranoia, and you'll be recovered from that. So it's probably mid-afternoon, 3 or 4 o'clock. Graham, the husband, is out fishing. We can wait here for him to arrive. We've got a house here, a shelter, a place we could stay. If we've already killed one of the occupants, we can kill the other when he gets here, or perhaps bargain with him if that such can be done. Do we set up any sorts of preparations for his arrival, or do we just wait?
If we
I
get
think
to
probably-
capture the boat, I would say ambush him, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to ambush him, wait inside the house. Perhaps.
Do we want to have someone hidden outside to keep watch, or how do you hide yourselves about the house? It's very small. It's basically just a large open room that's a dining room and kitchen, and then there's a curtained section that's likely the bedroom where this couple would sleep. If you peer back there, there is one large bed there. It's very disheveled. The place is filthy. It's not well cleaned. Whether they just don't care, or maybe they've just recently acquired this home, you don't know.
I'll go outside and hide myself and watch.
Voska might actually be the best for that.
Oh, okay.
Vasco would for sure be the best at hiding and probably scouting as well.
Definitely not scouting.
Oh yeah, and you've got damage to your wits. But
Do you need
for
healing?
hiding, for sure. So yeah, you do have 2 damage to your wits. Some healing could help you recover that, or you will recover it after you sleep.
Didn't she do something to our wits?
I have taken 1 wits point, so she probably did.
I think the shapeshifter had a fear attack that did damage to wits.
We probably don't. Would it be possible to get healing? Because I would rather avoid getting broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wendolyn has magic that can heal mental stats. Oh, nice.
Nice.
That'll heal 3. So that'll heal all of Vaska's wit damage.
Can I
Much
am I
appreciated.
able to cast that on myself?
I think so. Let's
You cannot heal yourself
Oh,
with
nope,
cleansing
nope.
spirit.
Yep, you cannot.
You want me to heal you? I can heal you.
Oh, okay.
And then you could heal me.
Oh, awesome. You show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Which do you need? Wits healing?
Yeah, cleansing spirit.
So cleanse spirit. Yeah, I could do that.
Let's see, if you can safe cast that. So you've got Path of Healing only one, so you wouldn't be able to safe cast that.
Okay. So I guess. Well,
That still it heals up 2 points for Wendolyn.
Perfect.
nice.
And I will turn around. I will actually do mend wounds, which will remove his critical injury.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, excellent.
Ta-da!
Nice.
Get rid of that. Excellent.
Let me see if that heals you too.
Yeah, I do have 1 point of agility damage as far as like physical damage.
I think healing hands might do that.
Yeah, I think
strength
you'd have to do that as well.
Strength or agility.
Yeah, I only had
No
one.
one.
Nice. No mishaps. So that will recover
Nice.
agility. And then does Eilir have damage?
My wits have been taxed, but barely. I should be fine.
And Roderick. Oh, Roderick has 2 points of wit damage as well. And Eilir has
Okay.
1.
I can do that.
You want me to heal somebody?
Sure.
So that will cover Eilir's wits damage, and then Roderick's, and then if you want to heal Eilir, he's just down 1.
Okay, I'll do that one.
Nice. Good rolls so far.
Ooh.
Very good. Lovely to have some druids on the team, and a scholar, of course. It did seem to work well in the hollows when I hid behind the door and awaited the elderly lady opening it. This fellow might be a bit more of a match. I'm happy to wait outside if we like. I can scout, but it may be best to just wait in the house. It's not a big one, but we'll see.
I am the best at hiding.
You are very small, hard to see you as well, so that helps.
And well, I'm somewhat perceptive. It's not the first time I've waited outside for somebody to come home. Although, unlike you, I have never killed a defenseless old lady.
Yeah, she had gold. She could hire swords. Arguably
Ooh.
indefensible, but
Solid burn.
You're going to keep bringing that up, aren't you?
Well, I mean, they killed an old lady.
Right. They kind of have it coming.
That's just what Voska's going to bring up in arguments for, like, forever.
that is hard to counter.
Yeah, hard to shake off.
Well, be that as it may, my sword is yours now. Friends, where do you want me? You are a better scout, certainly. Mayhaps you wait outside. We don't want you to ambush them from the outside anyhow, so mayhaps you make the sound of a bird or something. Give us some warning.
I am not particularly good at imitating bird calls.
Oh, yes. Hoot twice like a curlew when you see him coming and will know.
Not like a barn owl?
A curlew, of
No,
course.
no. Yes, a curlew. Well, a barn owl's too simple. The enemy might suspect that, but a curlew, I don't think he'd suspect. We are in a swamp, after all.
Yeah, curlews, being shorebirds, you know they would be plentiful here and less likely to draw notice than a barn owl. But the question is, what does a curlew sound like? Voska, give me a wits roll to see if you know what a curlew sounds like. Or instead of wits, actually, I'll say this is maybe like what have you potentially learned, maybe a lore roll. Of course, you don't have any additional in lore, so it's just going to be a straight wits roll.
Let's see.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, there's curlews around here, so you can hear them, and you're like, oh, that must be a curlew, and so you kind of maybe practice that a few times and feel pretty comfortable with it. When it comes time to it, I may have you make like a performance roll to see how well you can pull it off. But you feel pretty confident that you can do it. Where does Vaska hide? There's the house here. There's some reeds around the shoreline and this dock that extends out maybe 12 to 15 feet out into the water, probably to a depth of maybe 4 or 5 feet of water.
I think, are there any plants around the house?
Yes, so there's wild strawberries. These would be low to the ground, but then there is a couple of bushes that look like these have currants. In fact, many of the small red currant berries are quite ripe on here and could be harvested. A foraging roll would probably get you enough for a unit of food. It's also large enough for a halfling to hide in.
Yeah, that's probably where Vaska would go.
All right. Give me a roll for that to see how well you can secrete yourself there. Oh, nice. So not just using your abilities, but your training, and it's no good sitting in this bush if every time you move or breathe it makes noise. And so you really take time to get yourself in there to where you can peer out, but you feel very well covered. Maybe you even take a few little branches and twigs and position them on your body to break up borders and make you look less conspicuous. You feel like you are pretty well hidden in there. In fact, well enough that birds come to steal currants from time to time and don't seem to notice you at all. Eilir, were you going outside to hide as well, or to keep watch?
No, he was just offering to scout if necessary, but it is probably best to have the halfling do it.
Okay. What is Eilir going to do? Are you going to be in the house, or...
Yeah, he's unsheathing his sword and finding a place to ambush, probably by the door, like he said.
Yeah.
Seemed to work last time.
Okay, so there's the front door that you came in. There's no other doors, but there is a window in the kitchen area and a small window in the bedroom. The front door faces away from the water, and so if you parked the boat, you would walk around the house and come in. And so there would be ample time, and the path looks like it goes right past that currant bush where Vaska is hidden. So you should have ample time when they arrive until they come in through the front door. What about Roderick? What are you doing?
Well, I think that I'm conserving my strength. I think a nap would do me well.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea to get someone to rest now, because then, who knows when he's going to be back, and you might want to catch some rest when you can. And so, do you lay in their bed?
No, I lay my sleeping pelt out on the floor and curl up for a nap.
Are you in the bedroom, or in just the large main room that is a dining room and kitchen and an entrance?
I think I'd set up in the main room, as I'd like to be close to the door when I hear the curlew call.
Okay, excellent. What about Nerdrum? Where are you and what are you doing?
I'd be doing something similar in the main room, but I might just be sitting at the kitchen table.
Okay.
Sort of napping or resting, just sitting there.
Okay. And Wendolyn, what about you?
She'll probably take up a corner of the room and do some meditation or
Okay.
something druidy like that.
Yeah. Had you a cell phone, you would just be sat playing Candy Crush.
Yes.
Let's have Vaska give me a scouting roll as you are peering out, watching the water, anticipating the arrival. Excellent. You keep a sharp eye out, no distractions, nothing to keep you from seeing it. You will see him when he arrives. You won't be taken by surprise. You're very on point with this task, because you know this all comes down to you. You noticing him arriving, giving the signal so that others can be ready, and you don't shirk your responsibilities. Now, the hours begin to drift by, and it begins to cool down as the sun hangs low in the sky. Now, we are in summer, excuse me, and it's probably about 8 o'clock or so, 8 p.m. Sun's getting low, it's getting a little cooler, and no sign of this fisherman as of yet. There are no other boats, no other traffic out on the lake, but you do see occasionally a fish jumping up from the water, birds milling around the shore, a few gulls flying over overland, a few waterfowl as well. There's a lot of life and activity out here, just not that boat and not that figure. You start to get thirsty. You've been sat out here for now like 4 hours, 5 hours. I'm gonna have you take a drink if you choose, or you can, which will, I mean, you got to move to get a drink, or you can stay quiet and forego that drink. But it's getting hot. What would Vaska do? Basically, if you don't, you will become thirsty.
Yeah, I think Vaska is going to. She has water on her. She doesn't have to go to the shore.
But just to pull it out and drink it, you're going to rustle in the brush, and should someone suddenly appear, you might be detected. You would break stealth for 30 seconds in order to do this. Would you even worry about being spotted?
I think she would try to do it, just maybe as slowly as possible.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand roll for that.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you get it. So you can take your time, and you needn't rush this. The water is right there, and you slowly bring it up, being cautious. You take that drink, swish the water around in your mouth, swallow it, and take another drink. Go ahead and click on your water to see if you lower your water supply here. 1 or 2 will lower your supply. Nope, you're good. Plenty of water. Those in the house as well. This would be a good time to have your meal, to eat and drink. So everyone in the house, if you want to do a food and water roll for me as well.
All right.
Nice. There's got plenty of food. Oh, I see a 1 and another 1 and a 2. So Nerdrum's food goes down, Roderick's food goes down, and Eiler's water goes down.
God, I just refilled my water. It's very thirsty.
So as you're eating the food and drinking the water, it's comfortable in this house, and all of you in the house begin to feel very much at ease, almost as though this is a really nice place, and we could probably stay here. Why leave so quickly? Why venture out and explore? Let me have each of you in the house give me an endurance roll. Yeah, Eiler, you're fine. Nerdrum is fine. Roderick, I'll come back to you. As well as Wendolyn. Do either of you want to push that? Roderick's already sleeping, and you kind of wake up. You're like, I've been asleep for 5 hours or so, but boy, it feels good to lay down. You just kind of want to stay there. And Wendolyn, you begin to doze off. Do you push yours, Roderick?
No, I'll wait till those stewed prunes I have for breakfast get me up.
It's nature's alarm clock right there. So Roderick and Wendolyn, you're going to be a little slow on your reactions. There's something in this house. You don't know what it might be. And Wendolyn, maybe you suspect, like, I shouldn't be this tired. I get that I'm resting and it's comfortable, but you think maybe there's more going on here as to why you feel tired. You haven't eaten the food here or drank the water here, but there's just something about this place. Now, this does not apply to Vaska at all. You're outside and you feel great. You're rested. The sunlight feels good on your skin still. But for Roderick and Wendolyn, you guys are a little bit drowsy. Now,
can Nerdrum sense something's wrong?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, do you have? Yeah, you have sense magic.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Every mage has it.
Yeah. Let me have you use sense magic.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, you're looking at Wendolyn like, what is going on? And you get the sense that there is something about this house. You don't know if it's something in the air or something in the wood of the house, but there's something here that is affecting Wendolyn and Roderick. You don't know what it is precisely, but you suspect that it is some sort of malicious magic, something that is forcing Roderick and Wendolyn to be drowsy, as though lulling them into sleep. But it does not seem to have affected you or Eilir.
He's right there with me, right?
Yes. Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna say to Eilir, like, I think there's some sinister magic that's putting them to sleep. We should get them out of here or something, or shake them awake, or something's wrong.
It did occur to me, that the shapeshifter may have been lying to keep us here, and there may be nobody coming at all. Either way, it at this point, it may be best or wise, yes.
So I want to, try to drag, if I can't shake, Wendolyn awake, I'm going to try to drag her out.
Yeah, she's just dead weight. She's kind of half in and out of consciousness, like, let me sleep, and you have to physically move her. Give me a might roll to drag her out, or to pick her up and carry her out of there.
Oh, you got to give him at least an extra.
Yeah,
dice
add a bonus die to that, because Wendolyn's light as a feather.
She's a waif.
Yeah, that's why I picked Wendolyn first.
Yeah.
Roderick, you just stay right there. You easily get Wendolyn out of there. And once you're out of the house, you're still a little bit sleepy, Wendolyn, as though it may take some time for those effects to wear off. But you can already see that she's looking around a little more coherent than she was just a moment ago. Now, do you take Roderick out? That'll take another might roll.
Well, yeah, I believe we should. Yes, it seems he's still asleep. Let's get the ring bearer. I will help.
Yeah. So,
Wendolyn, what are you doing out here?
Yeah, you see the people starting to come out of the house. Like they're breaking, the whole ambush vibe here.
Yeah, there's some kind of sorcery afoot inside the house. We got to get them out.
Nice.
Nice.
You just grab him by the boots and drag him out?
Roderick, are you wearing plate armor? Just out of curiosity.
I believe I have chainmail.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to just kind of drag him.
Yeah, he scratches and scrapes and scuffs his way out of the house, but you get him out, and once you get him outside, he rolls over and just kind of looks up at the sky, looks around, blinks a few times, and he sits up and is slapping his face, trying to get him awake. He's very groggy, but he's at least up. He's not getting worse. He's slowly improving. And Vaska, you see all of your companions coming out of the house. 2 of them are lying or sitting and look rather tired. The other 2 look a little bit concerned.
You're ruining the entire point of hiding.
Yes. A foul magic, I'm afraid. They're cursed with some sleep or drowsiness. I'm not quite sure.
Are you sure they're not just sleepy?
Oh no, this is supernatural. We mages have a way of things. I think very condescendingly, Ilir says that and looks at Nerdrum.
Yeah. We could sense these things, you see.
Odd.
Very odd. Malicious even. I had the thought that it may not even be a man cutting, although, wasn't there a little dock here?
Can Vosk,
boat,
or could we examine to see if it looks like a boat actually regularly comes to the dock?
Yeah. If you want to walk out there, go ahead and make a scouting roll. As you look around, and has this been something been tied up here, or is this dock not even safe to walk out upon? You go out there. The dock is safe. It'll hold your weight easily. There is a lot of grime on here. This has not been used in quite some time. At least there's no like boot prints or scuff marks where something has been dragged. It looks like this has sat out and been weathered for weeks, if not months. Where you might tie up a boat on one of the moorings, there's no sign of a rope, rubbing up against the wood or anything. Everything looks as though it's just sat here for quite some time.
Oh, well.
Did we just kill an old lady with dementia?
Most cunning, but, well, my guess is that she brings her victims in there until they sleep, and then she kills them. And she was a shapeshifter.
I'm going with that.
About this time, Ilir, give me an insight roll. Nice. There's a gull, and it's been flying around, kind of circling around this little stretch of water, circling around the house, and you begin, talking about this shapeshifter, you begin to notice all the things around you. And here's this gull. It's like, why is this thing circling around the house? And hey, there's a couple of ducks, and they've not moved from those reeds over there in quite some time. They're not actually feeding, they're just sitting on the water. And you look back at the house, and there's a few songbirds that are sat up upon the roof, as though maybe they're roosting up in the shingles or the shakes up there. And you begin to get a little bit paranoid, which you already are, about what if the husband is watching.
I like to mention either like this all hits him, and he just kind of like rips his sword out of the sheath and points it at one of the ducks, and he's like spins around and just points it at a few of these animals, and he just shouts, "Face us now or flee, coward! But do not play your games."
Awesome. Roderick, you're looking over. You're sitting out there, and you can hear Nerdrum and Voska and Ilir kind of arguing about what we're doing here. And now suddenly Ilir whips out his sword as though he sees an enemy. Roderick, what do you do?
Well, I don't want to be caught unprepared for battle, so I will quickly rush off to the bushes to take care of myself and relieve myself, and then I will return ready for battle.
And Wendolyn, you see Roderick get up and stumble into the bushes, trying to lower his breeches as he's heading towards the bushes. What do you do? You can hear the argument, or maybe not argument, the conversation, and Ilir suddenly getting heated and concerned as though someone has arrived.
What do you see?
Oh, it's not what I see, but what could be seeing us. If it's a shapeshifter, a druid, it could be a red runner, elf, anything. If it's any of these, it could be any wildlife, anything. It could be you.
What? No, not me.
You are a druid, or a mage at least. You would know better than I, perhaps.
And Ilir, as you look at Wendolyn, you notice you always thought Wendolyn had a freckle on her cheek, and it doesn't seem to be there now. Maybe this shapeshifter has taken Wendolyn, devoured her, and is slowly picking the rest of you off.
Yes, and Vaska, you were alone, were you not? Tell us something that only you would know.
I don't know. I threw a dagger at the painting? Or a flaming something at the painting?
Painting of what?
I don't remember her name, but
It's exactly what a shapeshifter would say.
the wife of the wife of the king, the one that was the daughter of. I'm not good with names.
Nonetheless, I think you see either lower his sword, but he says, "Yes, well, no halfling would know of the king these days. Perhaps you are right, but Wendolyn, Notram, just be wary.
Yes.
How do I know what you are?"
Weren't you with them the entire time?
Yes, and a strange spell hit us. I don't trust anything here. How do I know there's not transportation magic? A swap?
Oh,
What if everything is an illusion and you are now currently sleeping on the floor of that house? And this is all a dream state. And you see Eilir's eyes darting back and forth. And Nerdrum, specifically, as you know, with the Path of Healing, you sense the great turmoil going on right now with Eilir. The paranoia is in full gear. Roderick, you're in the brush. You're relieving yourself. And as you are, you finish and you're pulling your pants back up. And just in front of your eyes, you see a spider descending on a thin gossamer strand of silk. Like a black widow looking spider. Doesn't have the hourglass, just pitch black, but kind of that size, bulbous abdomen, long, spindly legs, descending on this line of silk right in front of your face, right down to just above eye level. Do you do anything with that?
I will duck out of the side. Just a spider. Nothing to worry about.
You turn and take a few steps, and then give me a scouting roll as your warrior senses begin to go on full alert. Ooh. Do you push that? You take a few steps, and you get the sense something is not right. Do you want to push that?
No, it's probably just my guts. They're been all out of sorts. If one thing's for certain, we can't trust that bear meat by the smell of it.
You did eat a bear pie. That could have had something to do with it. You take a few steps, dismissing those thoughts as, a little bit of gastric distress. If this were like a movie, as you take a few steps away, you would see that spider descend down to the ground and then suddenly rise up into the shape of a man. And not an old man, but kind of a mid-30s, black hair, a little bit of stubble on the face, a goatee that's just starting to come in, dark eyes. The clothing is rather archaic, something that's not been seen in these parts for 100 years or more. And this person begins to slowly follow behind you. And then Roderick...
Well, if he appeared where I think he did, he might want to watch where he steps. I didn't bury that all that well.
Yeah, he steps over the pile and approaches you, and you hear a voice behind you. And the voice whispers, "What have you done? You who have come here. What has happened to my good wife?"
Roderick will scratch his chin for a moment and think, must have been the wind, and keep walking to his companions.
As you round the house to where your companions are, Eilir, you look over, you see Roderick, and you probably start a little bit, and then you see this figure coming up behind Roderick. Again, this is a tall, slim male, dark hair, dark eyes, goatee, and a little bit of facial growth on the cheeks, as though has not shaved or groomed in some time. And as an elf, you recognize these clothes are old. These are, maybe 100 years out of style from what you recall in your younger days. And as this figure begins to approach, he holds his hands out to his side open and says, "You should not have come here. All of you, do you not know that there is a plague upon this house? You strangers who have come and made yourselves at home."
Made ourselves at home? Sir, who are you? And made ourselves at home? We were invited in and attempted to be murdered, sir. What are you wearing? What are you?
I am Graham. I own this home. I've owned it for generations.
Yeah, I think either goes pale at that. And he definitely lifts his sword back up and he says, "I repeat, what are you, elf? Are you Red Runner?"
Oh, I am no Red Runner at all. And let me take us to a map. So we're here, kind of on the edge of a lake. Let's get some tokens out. Put Eiler there. I'm gonna put Roderick here. Drone, Vasca, and Wendolyn. And then let me move Roderick over just a little bit, and then behind Roderick is Graham. Let me grab his token. One second.
Is this guy a living humanoid?
How would you check that? He looks like a living humanoid. Looks human. Looks living.
Well, she wasn't really humanoid. She was just like a blob.
Now ignore the picture. He's much more attractive than that.
Wendolyn is going to slip her bow from her back and prepare herself in case this negotiation goes south.
You see Eiler stepping forward with his sword raised, like he's preparing to attack this guy.
Okay.
Still talking, but like he's clearly alarmed. Yeah.
I'm sort of loosely fiddling with the severed hand in my pouch.
Ooh.
We didn't mean to enter. We were invited in. How are we supposed to know the house was cursed? Or that we weren't supposed to go inside?
Oh, it's not cursed. No, there's a plague upon this house. In fact, I am the plague. And I'm just going to take us into initiative so we can track who's doing what. If you want to draw a card. Graham will actually go twice. I'll draw for Roderick. Okay. Eiler, you go first.
Yeah, I think he's stepping in front of the you three and pointing sword at him, but he's still talking. He just says, I don't wish to repeat myself again. What are you, if you are no elf? That you have lived for centuries, that you wear fine clothes, and you are a plague?
Well, I was once a man. Much like the one you see before you, and he points to Roderick. But now, no, I am no man. And you see that the sun has set behind the mountains to the west as dusk begins to fill over the land. And as he's speaking, you realize that there are no birds making any sound. The gulls are gone, the ducks are gone, the songbirds are gone.
Yeah. I don't know what it looks like, but I think as he's talking, Eiler's also trying to use sense magic just to see if he's casting some kind of magic.
Yes. So as you cast that, you realize he is doing some form of magic. It's not a spell, but his words and his gaze, you get the sense that it's some almost like hypnosis. He's trying to charm all of you, but you get the sense that this only works on weak-minded individuals, and it's not having the same effect on all of you. But it's like he's stepping forward, his arms out, looking peaceful, but his words are not peaceful, and you get the sense he is doing something to try to charm all of you against your will.
Yeah, I guess that was his action, but I think he would say something like, "Do not fall for the conjurer's cheap tricks. He's trying to do something with your mind. Do not meet his gaze."
Graham's turn. Let me see who he will target here. Wendolyn. Oh, this makes sense. Let me roll to see what he does. The vampire, which is what this is, throws itself with gaping jaws at Wendolyn, almost with preternatural strength. Suddenly he is next to Wendolyn, sticking his fangs into her flesh. It immediately begins to tear and chew through your flesh while simultaneously feeding on your blood. So, Wendolyn, this attack will do 2 points of damage. The vampire will also regenerate any lost strength, but he hasn't lost any at this point. You must also succeed with an endurance roll or suffer the effects of a paralyzing poison. Now, you have not used your fast action, which would be like to dodge, if you want to try to dodge this. Otherwise, he will clamp down on your throat.
Oh, I'm going to dodge. I have 1 hit point.
Have you been hurt, or is that your max?
I pushed that one roll.
Your endurance roll.
Oh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. So the dodge will remove success die, so that removes 2 success die, so the attack does not hit you. So you dodge out of the way as he lunges for your neck, and you get the sense that the recent wounds that some of you had, a bleeding gut and things like that, that he seems drawn to those things, as though he's seeking that blood. Roderick, your turn. Nice, with Rustbite. Rustbite is magical. Takes the full effect from that. Wendolyn, you have your slow action.
Is that enough to cast a spell?
It is.
I'm going to purge undead.
Nice.
And I'm going up a
Ooh.
level.
Nice. 3 damage. He takes the full effect. Nerdrum.
Okay, so I guess he's not living then.
Nope, not living.
So I can't do. I guess. Is he still latched onto Wendolyn?
No, so he lunged at her and she just squirmed right out of his hands. And so he's standing, he's close to her, like within arm's reach, but he is not latched onto her.
Okay, this is another, like, a later quarter day, right?
Yes.
So I guess I could use the scepter to do another earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I'll do. I'll slam the scepter into the ground to do an earthquake spell at him.
Okay.
Release a shockwave. So
it's going to be a 1d6 plus 2. That's the amount of strength damage that it will cause. You don't have to spend willpower or anything for that.
Yeah, what do I click on the
I can
artifact for?
If you do the it's under main, it talks about how you can do earthquake with a power level of d6 plus 2. And then if you click on earthquake, it just says that you can use the spell to tear down a wall or fortifications or inflict damage. The damage is equal to the power level. And so if I'll roll 1d6 plus 2, and we get a 4, so 6 damage. Nice. Hit it with that.
Nice. So I guess I just forgot how to do a regular roll.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Graham's turn. Blood-sucking bat swarm. Okay, so this... he stretches out its thin arms and transforms into a swarm of black bats that envelop the adventurers in a blood-sucking cloud of chattering rage. Everyone within near is attacked by the swarm. I use the stats for ordinary bats, but with damage 2 instead of 1. For each point of damage that the swarm inflicts, the vampire regenerates 1 point of lost strength. So let me roll for bats. Bats. Alright, so, and this is on, is this on everybody? All adventurers are attacked. Okay, so I'll do it individually. So Roderick, you would take 2 points of damage. You'll get a chance. You can either dodge this or use your armor roll.
Yes, I will dodge this.
And you managed to dodge it. Let's roll. This will be for Wendolyn. That is a hit. You've already dodged. So
Yep.
do you have armor? If not, you're taking 2 damage.
I do have armor.
You need to roll 2 successes on your armor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, she's down.
No. So you will be broken. Let's roll a critical for you. That is a slashing wound. Severed toe. Nice. Okay, well, your toe gets severed, Wendolyn. Let's throw that on here.
As soon as I see the blood, I just pass out.
So that will take 2 days. To run is now a slow action, so no big deal. But it'll take 2 days that you'll have that penalty there. Luke's characters are always losing limbs and digits, so no worries on that. But he will regain some hit points from that. Perfect. And let's go to Voska. Will get attacked by the bats as well. And Voska will get hit for 2. You have not dodged if you want to dodge, or if you've got armor.
Voska, I'm just seeing something.
You have hard to catch.
I'm trying to remember. Can I use hard to catch even if I...
Yep. you
If I
just-
fail, can I do that after trying to dodge?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Actually, hold on. I'm just trying to see something. I have Defender. So yeah,
I don't know if you could parry this.
I'm better at dodging anyways,
Yeah.
so I think I might be equal.
Nice. So you got one success that eliminates the success that the bats got, so no damage to Voska.
Awesome.
Let's do Eilir. Man, these bats are brutal. Holy cow.
Ooh,
That's going to
okay.
be 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage. You have not dodged if you want to try to dodge Eilir.
Yeah, he's got one dodge because of his armor, and well, I guess he could throw himself, and that takes 2 off.
Right.
But
Oh, dang. So you eliminate 2 of them. 2 points of damage, so you'll take 3 to your strength. But actually, you'll take 2, and Roderick will take 1.
yikes! All right.
And he will recover 3. And then the bats will attack Nerdrum.
And that's with him not succeeding. It would be silly if he couldn't turn into bats, though.
Right. So, well, your armor blocked 2 points of damage. So again, armor blocks damage. It doesn't block successes.
Yeah, no, I meant when he rolled the attack. The original attack had 0.
Oh, so he actually didn't roll for the attack. So it showed 0 because there was no dice rolled for that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that makes more
so
sense.
it just says he turns into a bat. Let me post it in here. So it rolls. So dice is 0 and damage is 0 because then you roll on the bat swarm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because
Yeah.
each bat rolls individually.
Yep. So he didn't actually attack on that. So and the bats miss Nerdrum. So Nerdrum is okay.
Nice.
All right. Let's go to Voska. Your turn.
Okay, what would Voska even do if she wanted to help Wendolyn?
You could do a healing roll to try to get Wendolyn stabilized. Successes you get would make her unbroken, plus potentially heal strength points. Oh, I'm going to mark your strength down there, Wendolyn.
I am not very good at healing.
You could also loot her body and take all of her possessions.
I think Voska will pass. She didn't save them all that one time just to do this.
Nice. So that unbreaks Wendolyn, and Wendolyn gains a point of strength. So well done.
Oh,
Hopefully she doesn't just get knocked down again.
Yeah, you look down and you see the toe is a few inches away from her foot. Do you, like at this point, do you let her, do you scream, "Oh my gosh, your toe," or do you like just throw the toe in the leg heel? She won't even notice, or do you just stuff it back?
Voska just sort of stares at it for like a good few seconds and then just blinks away like, "Oh, we'll deal with that later."
Nice.
Yeah,
you get her back up on her feet.
thank you.
Voska probably wouldn't yet. She'll let Wendolyn
Stay
stay
down.
Yeah, because hopefully the vampire won't realize that Voska
Yeah. That
succeeded
Wendolyn's-
and then immediately, knock Wendolyn back down.
I think that's a good idea. I like that.
And so instead, Voska will then, if she can still move,
So did you dodge?
I did.
Yeah, so then that's your fast action, and then
Oh,
your slow
yep.
action was to heal, so you wouldn't actually have movement. Otherwise,
Okay.
you would use your fast action to move.
Okay, that makes sense.
Eilir, your turn.
Yeah. Can you movement is separate from actions, right? Or is it?
No, it's
That's
it's one of your slow action or your fast action in combat is to move. So let's. I think I've got it in here. Oh, where have I got it? I was just looking it up in the book. So yeah, fast actions is to retreat, to run, or to get up. If you can use a slow action, that's to crawl, or charge, or to flee.
Yeah, I was absolutely going to flee, but we'll attack.
So if you want to flee, you can't have an enemy at arm's length, and he is right now. So you would have to retreat, which would be a fast action. You make a move roll. If you pass, then you could flee with your slow action and get out of there.
Oh, I would like to point out that I decided not to flee before I knew I'd have to roll a 1 die to do it. So, the chivalry's still there.
Right. I'm here to the bitter end, guys, because I'm only going to roll 1 die. Oh, nice.
Well,
do you want to push that and damage your broadsword?
No, but I believe Vaska taught him a little trick, so he whips out his dagger.
I make that with a -2.
Yeah, so even less likely, but...
Yeah, you got him.
Nice.
So
it's just a dagger, though, so it does nothing, right? It's not like the legendary dagger of the Dwarf King or anything.
Right, yeah. So you slash into him with both weapons, and it seems like it hinders him a little bit. He only takes 1 point of damage from your combined attack. They're not magical weapons, but he does. It hinders him, but not enough to do him with any sort of significant damage. It seems like Rustbite and the Earthquake and the Purge Undead have done far more than your blades could. Do you want to? Well, I guess you use both your actions, so or your slow action. So you still have your fast action if you need to dodge, and he will go next.
Ambidextrous actually takes your fast action.
Does it take your fast action? Oh, yep. As a fast action, correct. Oh, I'm gonna say like Dragonbane, he doesn't do the same attack twice because that one sucked. Murderous mist. This might be even worse. The cruel and ancient form of the vampire dissolves into a murderous mist. Menacing wisps of mist slither around everyone within near range. You must all make an endurance roll. Oh, this one's bad. On failure, you inhale the ominous mist deep into your lungs and suffer a suffocating attack as per the rules for drowning.
Amazing.
So, yeah, each of you need to make an endurance roll.
Oh, lovely.
Holy Strahd.
Nice. Roderick and Nerdrum
Oh god,
are
I'm
okay.
gonna fail this.
Wendolyn,
I'm gonna push.
And Wendolyn, you will break yourself if you push that. So Vaska failed, Wendolyn failed. Eiler, do you push?
Nope, he just took a critical injury from the bat. It's not a critical injury, but if he pushes, he'll break anyway, so there's no point.
So the drowning rules is you make an endurance round or an endurance roll every round to hold your breath. If you fail, you start to drown and suffer 1 point of damage to strength every round until someone saves you. So that is Eilir and Wendolyn and Vaska. On your turn, you'll have to make another endurance roll or you'll take damage.
How does that work for this? Like somebody saving you? Can they? Because it's not like you're actually drowning.
I think
you do that thing where you lift their arms and you pump their arms
out
while
with the
they're
bad
laying
air,
on
in
your
with
back.
the good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe just getting them away from the mist, maybe a slap on the back. I would say like a healing roll would stop that. Roderick, you're up.
Yes, you see Roderick quickly, a flash of silver as he slips something off his finger, and then he swings his sword at the vampire.
Oh, that is a nice hit. Do you want to push that, potentially get more successes? But you'll actually damage Rustbite if you do, so maybe... or was that,
No,
that
I don't
was
want to
on
push it.
Rustbite. No, that was... you take your strength. Okay, so 3 damage to him. He takes the full hit of that. He is bloodied. He's below half. Wendolyn, you need to make an endurance roll. If you push it, you're broken. You'll take a point of damage. I'm going to say you don't take a critical injury from this, but you are broken.
All right.
So lovely.
You notice the severed toe.
Yeah, and that does you in. Like if it wasn't just the whole inhaling a vampire and drowning, but your toe is now missing. And which toe is it? Which toe got severed?
This is a bad damn day.
Is it just your little toe, or was it like your favorite toe?
Oh, how do you do this?
Put a
Rolls.
space between the R and the 1. 1 is your toe, 5 is your little toe. Oh, your little toe.
Went wee all the way home.
Nerdrum, were you drowning? No,
Nope.
You're good. All right, you could act.
Okay, but Wendolyn's broken again?
Yes, Wendolyn is broken, physically broken.
Okay, so I'm going to go try to
Heal?
heal Wendolyn.
Okay. This will also stop her from drowning.
Oh, good. So that's, is that healing hands?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, so it works. Wendolyn, you are no longer broken. You regain 2 points of strength, but Nerdrum, you cause a mishap. Click on the roll mishap table.
Stand back, everybody.
Yeah, not so bad. You just
That's not bad.
Hubris.
Fools! You're all fools. You're screwing this up.
Wendolyn, get up off your feet.
Wendolyn's like, what happened? It keeps going dark. It gets light. It gets dark.
Quit
Hey,
flickering the lights.
Maybe duck next time. Is it possible for me to stand back a bit?
No. So I'm going to say you had to move up to within that arm's length.
I just thought maybe spreading out might help.
Graham goes
because he's doing a lot of area.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that gets everybody that's in near range. Okay. Who does he go after? I will consult fate.
Hopefully it's Voska.
Eilir goes after Eilir. Now, Eilir, you can dodge this. In theory. Well, your armor blocks 1.
God.
So you'll take 2 points of damage, and then you need to make an endurance roll.
He's down.
Oh, you're down? Okay. Did you take both points, or just one broke you?
He took both.
Okay.
He had 2 hit points.
So he will recover those 2. I am going to... For this one, I am going to roll a critical. It's the stab wound. Okay, he bites you on the shoulder, is where he gets you. Let me drop that on your sheet. And that one, 7 days, cannot use two-handed weapons, no problem. But yeah, he gets you on the shoulder, and you are down. In his arms, he is sucking happily at your blood. Voska, your turn.
What are you doing? And then she starts coughing. I think I have to make an endurance roll.
An endurance roll, yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, you got it. Sweet.
Oh. So am I just saved completely from it, or?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh no,
Vasket.
actually no. Sorry. With that one, you continue to drown until someone does healing on you. Yeah. So every round you'll have to make that endurance roll. So you're basically holding your breath.
Well, right now, Vaska, I think, is probably better off. Eilir is down?
Yep.
So Wendolyn's up, Nerdrum's up, Roderick's up. Eilir's down.
Ooh, do you have backstab? You could. You could.
I do have backstab. That's, I think, what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. So you could use
Is your weapon?
Yeah. What you with your dagger?
My rusty
you could.
broadsword.
I don't think you can use a broadsword, but you could do it with
Well, I
your
do have
dagger.
a dagger, on
Yeah,
the other
you could
hand.
do it with your dagger for sure.
Yeah, I think that's what she's going to end up doing.
Nice.
Do I have backstab?
It's the Path of the Killer.
Oh, yep, I do. There it is. Yeah, I think Vaska is going to do that.
And then you just spend willpower to increase the damage, so you can go ahead and make an attack.
Yep. No ambidextrous. Let me see. Do I do that beforehand or after?
You can do it after, so that way if you don't succeed, you don't need to burn the willpower.
Okay.
Nice. That is a success. How many willpower do you want to pump into that?
He's only taking half damage, right?
Yeah.
So I think she's just going to do one, so she at least does one damage.
There's one damage. Nice. That puts him at half hit points.
All right. I'll subtract that. There we go.
Excellent.
And that's Vaska.
All right, Eilir, you are down. There's not much you can do other than just lay there in his arms as he is happily drinking of your life force. He will drop you when he senses you are broken, and he does murderous
Does that
mist
kill me?
again. It doesn't kill you. You are.
It doesn't do damage. But I'm not able to breathe. I'm like down, so I'm just not breathing, presumably.
So yeah, I'll have you do an endurance roll. Yeah. So in fact, do an endurance roll.
He can't. He's got 0 strength.
Okay, then you will take a point of damage. That'll be a critical on you. So let me give you another critical as we're doing endurance rolls. Oh, this is not good. Nerdrum is okay.
Sorry, there we go.
Do you push that, Vaska?
How much do I take? 1?
You won't take it now, but on your next turn, you'll have to make another endurance roll or take 1 damage.
Well, I'm already making it, so it's not like it makes much of a difference.
Yeah, I wouldn't push it. Doesn't really matter. It's not like you're drowning twice. So Eilir, this will be. Let's see here. So it's be non-typical damage. So basically, you remain unconscious until you die or are healed, which we know that to be the case. Drop that on there. Perfect. Roderick, let's see. Wendolyn, you're not down, are you? No, I need Wendolyn to make an endurance roll.
Yeah. And she'll kind of wheeze and say, "I don't think we're very good at this."
You got him halfway down, and when he's doing this attack, he doesn't regain.
Oh, but he healed for
health.
me, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just let me go.
All right, Roderick, your turn. You need to make an endurance roll.
Please kill this thing.
Roderick, you're good. You can go ahead and attack. Big hit here would be splendid. Well, it's a hit. 3 damage. Do you have the talent that lets you increase damage? I forget what that was.
I think I do, but it's not high enough level yet.
Is it Sword Fighter?
I think it's Path of the Blade, but you need rank 3, is it?
Oh, yep. I think you're right. Yeah. Yep, that's right. Okay, let me give him the 3 damage. He is down to 7.
Oh, I think I hear more of them in the bushes as I make a move roll.
Nice, you're going to back up. Yep, you do. So you can move back a little bit.
Don't worry, I'll be back to help. I just need to make sure we're not being surrounded.
I'll tell the bards that you all died as heroes. Wendolyn, make an endurance roll.
She's already down.
I thought you were back up.
No, I just went back down with
Oh,
that last missed attack.
You did?
Oh, no, so it didn't do any damage, but you failed your endurance roll, so now you have to make one every round or you'll take 1 damage.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
so you're still up. And you'll take 1 damage to your strength, but now you can act. Like Purge Undead or something.
Yeah, something big.
Something big. You can even push your endurance roll if you want to really screw yourself over. Get some willpower.
No, I think we'll stay where we're at.
Ooh, and a mishap too. But he takes 3 points of damage. He's down to 4.
Nice.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Oh no, your reputation goes up because you're going toe to toe with a vampire.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I'm going to tell everybody about it.
Nerdrum, you passed your endurance roll, correct? You don't need to make
yeah.
you don't need to make a roll.
Yeah, is he still latched onto Eiler?
No, he dropped Eiler. He became the
Then-
mist, and then he is slowly reforming.
Then I will bring Eiler back up.
Oh, with your last willpower point?
Yeah, with my healing hands.
Oh, it works, Eiler. You will regain 2 strength. You're no longer broken. You also are not drowning anymore.
Oh.
But yeah, I think Nightmares for Nerdrum is it's about accurate.
Yeah.
Put those on there. For 4 days, you make an insight roll every quarter day spent sleeping. Failure means that you don't sleep.
Ooh.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Now, you have your slow action. Do you want to retreat from
Yeah, I want to
arm's
back
length?
up a
Okay,
bit.
so that's a move roll.
Oh, I got to move.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
Do you push it? You'll take at least 1 damage.
Yeah, I want to.
Oh, no. But you got a willpower point.
Yeah, I needed that because I was out of willpower. So does that mean I don't move then?
Yep, you don't move.
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
find an opening to where you can get away.
Okay.
All right. Does he get something that heals him? We just did the mist, so we're not going to do that one again. Killing blow. All right. Well, this one's going to do 2 damage to somebody. He raises his weapon. He actually doesn't have weapon. It's his hands. He aims a killing blow at a chosen adventurer. Let me roll to see who it is.
Let it be Voska.
It's Voska.
Yes!
Nice. This is perfect. So Voska, he hits with 2 successes. It'll do 2 damage, but you can
Voska's going to try to first dodge.
Yep, you can dodge.
And then, if that doesn't work,
So that removes 1 of his successes. You can spend a willpower point to negate the other one and take 2 damage.
she's going to do that.
Nice. Excellent. And Voska, your turn.
All right, Voska is going to attack him with her broadsword. Ambidextrous isn't giving me a -2.
Yeah, it's just on your
There we go.
dagger.
Yeah.
Oh, do you push it?
No, she does not.
But now dagger.
And she dodged. So
Oh yeah, so you can't do ambidextrous.
yeah.
All right, Eilir, you are back up. You don't need to make an endurance roll. You can act.
As he swings, he mutters thanks to Nerdrum.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh, 3 damage with the rusty broadsword.
Might as well.
Might as well. Nice. So 4 total damage. He'll take half that. He's down to 2. And it's his turn. Roll on his combat attacks. Invisible sweeping attack. With clawed finger... Oh, this one sucks. He draws a magical rune in the air. The next moment, he becomes invisible and suddenly vanishes before your eyes. It takes advantage of the confusion to leap straight into the group and attack everyone within near range, so this won't be Roderick, with a sweeping strike. This cannot be dodged or parried. But Eilir, you'll take 1 damage. Your armor blocks 2 of that. And then your armor will also lose 1 point. Anyone else with armor can roll it, otherwise you're taking 3 damage.
Can I use... Actually, let me see.
I think you could use hard to catch. So Nerdrum, you'll take 2 damage, and your armor will take one damage.
Let me first roll my armor.
Nice, Vaska. You'll take 2, and your armor will take 1.
Or my armor will take...
Oh no,
2.
You block 2, yeah. And no, so you'll take 1 point of damage to your strength, Vaska.
Well, I'm using hard to catch.
Okay, then you'll that will negate the other one, because that is not a dodge. What about Nerdrum and Wendolyn?
How do I mark
or Wendolyn.
gear as damaged?
The gear? I think if you open the gear, if you go
You have to do it through the gear menu, but yeah, if you just open, like you look at your skills and you just hit one of the bubbles.
Yeah, so you do the pencil in the box, and then it has a bonus, and you click on the bonus or the rating for armor.
Rating,
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so my armor actually took a point of damage too.
Yeah, so if your armor doesn't block all of the damage, then it takes damage.
Oh wow, that's even worse than I thought.
Yeah, so armor is like it's weird how armor will protect against, like it doesn't eliminate successes, it just eliminates points of damage, and it also takes damage. So let's see.
Yeah.
That's only if you rolled a skull. So Nerdrum, you did roll a skull on your armor.
Yeah.
Vaska, you did not. So your armor doesn't take any damage.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. But so if you roll a skull, your armor gets reduced by 1. If it absorbs all the damage and none goes on to you, then any skull rolled has no effect. So Nerdrum, your armor took a damage. Vaska's did not. And then Eilir, if your armor did not take any damage. How about Wendolyn? Do you have any armor?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll it.
Also kind of random, but you can roll, if you have 2 pieces of armor, you can roll both at once by clicking where it says armor with the die next to it.
Oh, that's cool.
Fun fact, yeah.
Thank you.
So Wendolyn, you will take 3 damage, and your armor gets reduced by 1, and you're broken again.
Yep.
And let me roll another critical.
I'm so glad I'm going to be dead and I have to see what's going to happen.
No, we'll keep raising you. Don't worry. Pieces of you will be lying everywhere. Oh, a severed leg. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay. You might not get up from this one.
That made me retire a character in Kong's game.
Let's. So this is permanent. Although, can you cast that spell on yourself that restores critical wounds?
It doesn't. It can't regrow limbs.
Oh, so to run becomes a slow action and a modest one modifier to attempt to heal injury, and it will be permanent. You could have like a peg leg or something. It's just going to affect you when you run, but you will die in 6 hours if you do not get healing. So, was it the same leg that you lost the toe on, or was it a different leg?
Might as well.
Right?
Always got to look for that silver lining.
Roderick, you're up. This thing it's badly wounded. Do you charge back in?
Yes, I'm sure that our perimeter is safe. I will come back to fight this thing.
So your slow action to, or fast action to move in, and slow action to hit him. 3 damage. Roderick, how do you take out Graham?
Yes, with an overhead swing, I bring it down on him, and it splits his skull in two, and he flops to the ground, and perhaps turns to mist and evaporates.
I'm gonna say he doesn't
Hopefully
turn
never
to
to
mist.
be.
You see
Hopefully
his
never to
body.
be seen again. Yes.
Yeah, so he hits the ground. Give me a lore roll to see what you know about vampires.
Can we all try that?
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
Well, surprisingly,
You guys are
I
really
know
good
a
at
thing or
lore.
two
Yeah.
about vampires.
So, in fact, Eilir, you know that he's not truly dead unless you drive a stake through his heart or decapitate him. Roderick, you know that sunlight will destroy him permanently. And Nerdrum, you know that running water, if you put him in the lake, that will destroy him as well. Vaska, you failed yours, but you're pretty sure that if you trickle blood over his body, that will destroy him.
I think that's the exact wrong thing to
do. You got this leg here that's bleeding out. I mean,
stuff that down his throat.
So, Graham is dead. Nerdrum, Eiler, and Vaska, you look over at Wendolyn, and you see her leg is about 3 feet away from the rest of her body, and she is pale. She's lying on the ground at death's door. You know that within a very short time she will die if this is not healed. Do you let her go? That's the question. Oh, Eiler, man, tourniquet time.
Yes, I do have these bandages. I don't know if you were going to do magic mage, but it seemed like there's quite a lot of blood. I wanted to get that dealt with.
I was about to do some healing. I definitely wasn't going to let Wendolyn die.
You were out of willpower, weren't you?
No, I gained one from failing something.
Roll.
Yeah, pushing.
Oh, okay.
If Wendolyn wants to go, I've got this blade here. That's her choice to make.
Well, Nerdrum, before you fix up Wendolyn there were others of us who might be a little worse off. Perhaps you should take a look at me first. I did get a bit scratched up there.
Here.
Vaska is still suffocating.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well, wouldn't that have ended when the vampire died?
No.
The mist probably goes, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think the mist ended. You finally take in a deep breath. Same with Roderick. You take in that deep breath. In fact, I forgot to have you make an endurance roll, Roderick. But we won't go back. But yeah, the mist ends as his influence ends as well. Wendolyn, you wake up and you see everyone kind of frantically tending to your leg, and you're like, oh, like a lady shouldn't let her leg be seen like this. And you try to pull your dress down, and then you see your leg lying next to you.
Ah, pussy feathers.
It's a hard turn, Wendolyn, but I've stopped the bleeding.
What the hell am I gonna do?
Well,
Yes,
Eilir
that is
does
the
have this
question.
knife.
I can fashion you a litter. We can try to make some kind of peg leg. It would be agony, I imagine, but we could try that.
Well, they've been making a lot of strides in artificial leg technology in recent years.
Have they? In our
Uh,
little home village?
Roderick is quite good
Well-
at crafting. He could probably make you a peg leg. And I'll give you some choices, or maybe we can roll some dice. So maybe flip a coin. So roll a two-sided die. 1, it is below your knee, and 2, it is above your knee. To see where it gets severed.
Okay.
So 1 is below the knee, 2 is above the knee. Oh, it's above the
Oh.
knee. So yeah,
Oh.
it's your thigh. You're gonna. So the problem is the knee joint. If you want to try and fashion some sort of knee joint, Roderick, I'm going to give you a -2 on your crafting roll. If it was just a peg leg, it'd be a lot easier. You can also just do a straight, peg leg from the thigh down, and it will definitely slow Wendolyn down. But people do remarkable things with the obstacles in front of them. But that's something, it would probably take you a day or two to craft that, but it seems as though you're out of immediate danger. But the question is, Wendolyn, do you want to still be here?
She will touch his face and thank him and let all of them know how important they are to her, and she will reach down and untie the tourniquet.
Oh.
Wendolyn,
And she'll say, "It's okay, it's natural."
Choose to bleed out that grim? You don't want me to take your head off?
And don't you bastards bury me either.
Why, you want a pyre?
No, I want to be left in the forest.
Left to the foxes. And whatever creatures may
Just
consume you.
to be eaten by animals?
Druids, they're
Yes.
weird. Yeah, I don't even try to understand their ways.
Well, you see, the way nature works, the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out.
And the maggots. Don't forget the maggots.
Yes.
We
I'll-
could just kick you in
You
the
told
river
us-
if you want.
to keep your gem.
I'll be fine. Take my belongings. I
And
would like to die alone.
Belongings.
You see her growing very pale. She's probably got at most 10 minutes left. She wishes to die alone. Roderick, you've seen more bloodshed than probably most here, maybe outside of Eilir. What do you do as a warrior? This is someone that has accepted their fate and chooses the manner of their death. What does Roderick do or say?
Well, Wendolyn, you fought very well. I think that we will miss your tales and your companionship. I bid you farewell, and he will walk off.
And what about Eilir?
Yeah, I think Eilir just kind of stands up, gets rid of the bandages. I guess they're ruined anyways. And he just kind of puts his hand on his sword. He says, "Well, it is your choice to make. I would sooner just hope that one of you would, do me in. But I suppose that's my role. I get off topic. You die. You want to be left alone. Fair enough. Forgive my rambling. We will miss you. It will be a shame to not have your magic with us, friend. Farewell. Be at peace and with nature, I suppose." And he kind of just shakes his head. He's clearly very confused by this whole thing.
Yeah, as a long-lived elf, it's hard to imagine someone just letting go.
In a few centuries, I would just regrow that leg, but you are a half-elf.
Voska, what about you?
Voska is. Are you sure, Wendolyn? There has to be something we can do, or Nerdrum can do, or you can do with magic.
I'm beyond magic. Even if I could be healed, I would not be whole.
We'll miss you. You've been a good friend.
And I you, little one.
I think Vasca will sort of lean down and hug Wendolyn, and then,
And you can already feel how cold she is. It's almost shocking.
sort of turn away crying.
And Nerdrum, fellow druid, you know all she wanted, one, was a good story, but two, was to become one of the Raven Sisters.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say, are you sure about this? I know you had these big dreams of being a Raven sister.
I don't think I'll ever see that. Either way.
Okay. Well, I can always, bring you back and have you continue your journey with us.
As a skeleton.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
I'm just pulling your chain.
You could keep her head with you, and you could speak to the dead and just, hey, what was that recipe you had?
Right. But I will miss you, friend. We had a lot of good times and a good journey together. I enjoyed spending time and studying with what's her name in the Hollows with you. I can't remember her name.
What's her name? I'll find it real quick.
If only we could have killed that Rust brother.
Yeah.
Nervea.
Yeah, Nervea. Well, I'll try to kill him for you.
Do that.
And Roderick, you take a few steps away, and you can hear her breathing. It's shallow as she turns out, and she's just looking over the water at the forest. A sense of peace and calm. And as you walk back to where the rest of your friends are assembled, you notice that you don't hear that breathing much longer. And that's a good place to take a break. Let's go ahead and take a 8-minute break here, and when we get back, we'll I think I have a replacement character for you, Craig. So
Is it Beulah?
Beulah, yeah, I've got Beulah as
Oh.
character. So
Okay, hell yeah. I'm not even sad anymore. Beulah's the best.
Sweet. So let's come back in
Yes,
about
and
8
Iler,
minutes.
we're going to
Alright.
need to set up camp upwind. It's going to stink tonight.
You hear
Did
animals
one of us
fire
actually
in
do
your body.
something to the vampire?
No
Oh,
one
yes.
did.
We'll just
Oh,
drag
yeah.
it to the lake. It'll be fine.
We
Vasca's gonna go back and stake it.
Yeah.
we cut its head off, put it in the sun, and then threw its ashes in the river.
That'll work.
Yeah.
And stake it.
Just to be
Yeah.
safe. Let's come back in about 8 minutes.
With two-handed sword, I'm headed to the mountains to rescue the princess from the evil goblin. I ignore all the signs of impending danger because I'm a fighter and not some crappy ranger. 47 hit points and a high dexterity. 17's a strength. Kobolds are afraid of me. Crafted from numbers, unliving make much sense to me. I think that the DM might be out to get me. A hero in armor and truth. Bards tell my legacy. The flame of my torch illuminates the enemy. A win in a battle, hewing foes asunder. Deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. The bodies pile up before me, the corpses I plunder. The deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a immutable caper. And while in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice and my fate is unspoken. I drink my last potion. I charge through the open gate. The flame of the dragon. Try to seal my awful fate with a handful of dice. 5 times I roll 20. The dragon goes down. The DM will bloody. I leave with the princess. A satchel chock full of gold. We head to the tavern where my mighty tale unfolds. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a naval caper. While in real life,
Okay, I am back. Sound off if you're here.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
I'm here.
Hello. Waiting on Beulah. Oh, there's Beulah. Excellent.
I'm here.
And Nerdrum's here. And Voska's here. I think we're all back. All right. So, Craig, you should be able to see Beulah and under the actors as far as characters go.
Yep.
Give me ownership of Beulah. And I put Beulah into the party, but we need to decide where we find Beulah. First thing first, let's go back to the map, and we right there. Let's go to the map, and let me clear off the lake. Do you guys spend the night there? It is nighttime.
Yes, I must rest. I would not be able to much further, but, well, he said he was the plague. I'm sure that it is done with. That said...
Do you rest
Yeah,
in the house?
Yeah.
I don't know that I want
Oh,
to sleep
but-
in that house still.
Yeah, I'm not going into that house.
Like, you can safe cast sense magic. So, like, either just checks if he can feel anything.
Yeah, you get the sense that there is something under the floor of that house.
Oh,
Something under the... It seemed so powerful earlier. I couldn't feel it, but
And
yeah.
It seems like necromancy.
Oh,
Coffin.
oh dear, yes, the vampire. It must be reformed. We did behead it, right?
Yep.
Might have thrown it in the lake as well, something.
Beheaded it, staked it, threw it in the lake.
Perfect.
You could put Wendolyn in that coffin. It seems like it's perfectly fine.
No, I did have a mind
If,
to mayhaps we take Wendolyn and hide her body in the, not underground, but as she wished. But what if a necromancer finds her and just takes her corpse?
if I know my lore, though, we should probably still destroy that coffin.
Well, we don't even know it's a coffin. It stinks of necromancy, but I've not gone down. I'm willing to. Certainly, I would like to use this house. Yes, agreed.
So it takes some time, but you do find a trap door. It's under the bed. When you lift it up, there is a rickety wooden ladder leading down into the darkness, and down there in this dug-out cellar, you see the coffin, and it's old. It's hundreds of years old wood. There's a smell of almost like cloves and astringent down here. It's almost a sickly sort of smell. The coffin is closed, and there's just one down here. There's also a lot of other things in here, knickknacks. There's a child's doll. There's a few other sets of clothes and maybe some old letters and things that were perhaps mementos or reminders. One thing there is not is a mirror. There's no mirrors down here.
Well, Nerdrum, I'll give you a gold if you lay down in that coffin.
It is gold.
Voska starts to actually do that.
Well, Voska, bold. It was a joke, I imagine, but well done. You're gonna take that gold. It's we'll see.
You open the casket, Voska. You lift the top off, and the smell is nauseating. It smells like decomposition in here. It's almost like it's just under this hint of floral. Like if you go to like a funeral home and they've got, maybe it's a hot day, somewhere in the south, and the AC's out, and the funeral home smells a lot like flowers, but there's been dead people there. It kind of gives you that sense, like there's a scent of death, but it's being masked by something else, and it seems to be coming from this coffin.
Voska will sort of look at her clothing and then decide against it.
Let's search the coffin to see if there's any hidden compartments in it or anything, though.
Yes, certainly. I was going to ask how you'd go about destroying a coffin, Nodrum, but searching it first, yes, why?
Yeah, how about a scouting roll for that?
Is it wooden?
It is wooden, yep. Wooden with
So wouldn't you just burn it?
with a silk lining inside of it.
Oh, good.
So, Eilir, you kind of run your hands around that lining, and it's damp, which is very off-putting. Almost like a body that has begun to liquefy in there. It's like, why is this damp in here? The rest of the cellar is not damp, but this is damp. Nerdrum, you put your hand in, and you find a seam that's open, and run your hand along the inside of the lining, and there you find some stuff. You find this many gold coins. You find 9 gold coins.
Oh, nice.
And they're actually like blanks. There's no design, no obverse, no reverse, no milling. It's just like a slug of gold, basically. But it's should be about an ounce of gold for this coin. And these are probably incredibly old if there's no markings on here. And someone had cast sense magic. Was that Eilir?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the sense that the necromancy is strongest from these gold coins.
That, yes, that aura is emanating from the coin you just found, Nodrum.
That's odd.
Magical coins? I've never heard of such a thing, but then
Neither-
humans
neither have
and vampires. I've never heard of never met a vampire, that is. I might keep them separate from your other gold if I were you.
I was just thinking the same thing. We should keep them separate. This is something else.
You've already picked them up. Do they feel different?
They are they feel like normal gold. They're heavy, just like gold would be. They're very smooth. There's no tarnish. Gold doesn't tarnish. It's still incredibly bright. You don't know how old these things could be, but whether these are belongings or ingredients in some sort of spell, you don't know. If this
Could these turn you into a vampire if you hold them?
I mean, I guess could we roll lore?
Yep, you could roll lore on that.
Obviously, I don't know the answer.
Ooh, you got a success. I probably wouldn't push that one. You you think, yeah, I think that that's not actually the case. I don't think that these turn you into a vampire, but perhaps these are somehow tied to his longevity. And Nerdrum, yeah, you know that this is not the component. You know that it's the bite. And Wendolyn was bitten. Nerdrum was bitten. And
No.
Eilir.
Yeah, Eilir was bitten.
Was it Eilir that was bitten?
Yeah, he was bit. He's got the impaled shoulder.
Yeah, and you look at Eilir and wonder, he was bitten. And he seems to think that this gold is okay. And now do you begin to get a little concerned?
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder.
Well, the gold stinks of necromancy, but it is just gold, as far as I could tell. Now, it may be something to do with his regeneration. It has the aura of necromancy about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about vampires, but I imagine they're made through magic, not necessarily... It's not a disease, I wouldn't guess. But,
and you know that gold does not tarnish, so maybe this is tied to his everlastingness.
They say cats have 9 lives, but perhaps a vampire does as well.
Let's not be so hasty, Eilir. Perhaps we should test this. Let's stake your heart and cut off your head, and if you come back, we'll know you're a vampire.
Well, as much as that wouldn't kill me, I would take centuries to reform, so I think I'm going to pass, unless you mean to slay me here.
No, but I'll keep my eye on you. Just don't go doing any vampire things, and we'll be all right.
I suppose...
Yes, I'll keep my eye on you, too. I see that ring is not on your finger.
Oh, it slipped off. It's not the right size, but don't worry. I keep it close.
And I suppose you'll find out, with the dawn, if Eilir can tolerate the sun, or...
I will consent to being tied up for the night if we have rope.
Oh,
Yes, I suppose I could fashion some sort of spring mechanism that would stake his heart should he try to escape the ropes.
Yes, I imagine when I have an itch in the night, that may also fire. Again, I'm going to have to pass on that one.
Well, Roderick, you did sleep throughout the day, so you'd be able to stay up at night and keep an eye on Eiler.
Mayhaps hold vigil over Wendolyn's body as well.
Yes, if you sleep near Wendolyn, I can keep an eye on the both of you.
Ugh, gotta lay down next to Wendolyn's body.
But I've seen countless die. I'm not too worried about it. But the flies will be pretty bad, I imagine.
Nerdrum, what do you
Would
think
you-
about all this?
Would you mind at least taking her to the woods or something?
Yeah, well, so I did say this. I think Eilir was wanting to take her body and, like, kind of conceal it in nature somewhere, so that makes sense. Just, I don't want, like, a random mage to walk by without scruples, unlike Nerdrum, who would never do such a thing.
Right. Yeah, we should take her into the woods, deep into the woods. I agree.
Thank you.
I am worried about Eiler and his bites, though.
Well, he said he wants to inspect the wound as well. When I take my plate off, we can see if it looks an unhealthy
Yeah.
paler or something.
You know, and Eiler was the first to kind of jump at that bleeding wound, that severed leg. He was all over
Right.
that with bandages. And did he keep those bandages that are soaked in blood?
I actually said that he threw them out, because they
Oh,
would have been,
nice.
he's not going to reuse them, so... no, I stopped the bleeding. It was not blood, a human blood, half-elf blood. It's elf blood even, but no, I'm not a fan of blood.
You move Wendolyn's body deeper into the woods, and there's actually a small clearing with spring flowers that they're this would be a beautiful place to put her body. And you lay her in this little bed of white and yellow blossoms, just waiting for the sunlight to open and receive that warmth. And you know that this would be a peaceful, serene place for her. Do you cover her with stones or anything, or put a marker up for her?
Would it be a great crime to stake her as well?
Well, she's dead, so she's probably not going to say anything. Roderick, what are you crafting?
Yes, I began working on some stakes, sharpening some branches.
Yep, you've got some nice stakes at hand. You practice your staking motion on Eilir, just in case.
Pay for the heart, spare the feet.
I'm wondering if I know any lore about how the vampire curse is transferred.
You did pass your lore roll earlier about the gold, and you knew that it's nothing to do with the gold. The general idea is that one becomes a vampire. It's like the Masons. You got to know one to be one. And so
Right.
a vampire bites you, and then the legend says then you will become a vampire. Or it perhaps if they want to make another vampire, that's when it happens. But it's also been said they can go and bite and kill people and drink their blood, and those people stay dead. It's almost
Right,
as though
yeah.
they make that choice. And so whether
Right,
this Graham intended this or not, you don't know.
That's what I was wondering, if it was like a thing they deliberately had to
Yeah.
choose to do to create another vampire.
I wonder if they get a cool apron
By-
like the
by
Mason.
doing like a blood transfusion or something.
Yeah, or do they have to feed their blood to the victim? I mean,
Yeah,
you've never really, spoken to, and no one has really spoken to a vampire say, hey, how does this work? But it seems as though there's conflicting studies or conflicting stories. But there's a chance that Eilir is not infected. I mean, we wouldn't know about pathogens and things like that, but we do know that diseases afflict people, and maybe it's a disease, or maybe it's a choice. You're not really sure, but you think there's a good chance that Eilir is is not infected.
Right.
Eiler, do you lay down next to Wendolyn or just in that same clearing near Wendolyn?
Actually, yeah, I think this might be the perfect time to use Inner Peace, maybe?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know if
fantastic.
yeah, that it doesn't regrow limbs, but it heals other critical injuries.
Yeah. That will heal your shoulders
So, yeah.
and your paranoia.
Yes, Roderick. Elves have the ability to enter a meditative state. It wouldn't have helped Wendolyn, but a slashed arm or something. I will heal my wound through this rest, and you will be able to watch over me. In fact, I require it. I would not wake up even if you were to kick me.
Certainly. Let me just put this mark on your chest over your heart, should anything go wrong.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
pin a little circle over his heart. And if he's meditating, he won't even know if you stake him. He may never wake up.
I hope you see the display of trust here.
Oh, yes, of course. You can trust me. I feel over the past few weeks that I've come to regard you as somebody I met.
Not even a close ally or friend.
Well, no, but I understand perfectly. I most people I meet, I don't even remember. So, I remember your name. That's an honor, yes. Perfect, well.
Eiler, you sit down on the ground, enter into that meditative state, and your mind drifts far away. Away from the struggles of the day and of Weatherstone and of talk of Zygofer and the Stenengist crown and all of these things, back to a more peaceful time, back to the beginning of the world, and back to the dawn of the first morning and the first seed that was planted in the forest. And as your elf mind drifts back through all these things, your physical body is disconnected from everything else that's going on. Now, Roderick, you're keeping vigil. You're watching over. Give me a scouting roll as you're keeping a close eye on both Wendolyn and Eilir.
I think Voska is probably also there,
Voska
sort
as
of
well?
doing a vigil for Wendolyn.
Roderick is definitely watching over Eilir, and you don't seem to notice anything. He's not moving. It's almost as though he is, a statue, just sat there, eyes closed. He's still breathing, which must mean he's still living, and seems to be at peace. Do you push that roll, Roderick?
No, but could I perhaps get Rustbite out? I'd like to see if I can see his reflection in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Excellent idea. So you get out Rustbite, stand near him. Probably have the torch nearby, torch behind him, and with a little bit of light, you can see his reflection in Rustbite. And you notice that Rustbite still has blood on it from Graham. It still has the vampire's blood on your blade.
Well, perhaps I'll get some on my finger and I'll hold it up under his nose and see if he reacts to it at all.
Ooh. Give me a healing roll. Yeah, no reaction at all.
Roderick, what are you doing? We're keeping vigil.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just making sure he's not a vampire. I'm very, very sure now that the vampirism didn't spread to Eilir here.
Voska, give me a scouting roll as you're watching over everything that's going on in here, including Roderick, but specifically over Wendolyn. Excellent. Wendolyn seems to be at peace. There was some concern, like, will she raise up? That's why we're watching her. Will the beasts come and tear at her or not? But she seems to be at peace. She is ashen-colored, as most of the blood has fled her body, and whatever is left inside of her has pooled down probably into her back and spine, and she's very pale, very white. Her lips, which were, rose-colored, her blush, everything that made her alive is simply gone. And you realize, looking at her, like, that's not Wendolyn. That's a physical construct, but whatever was Wendolyn is no longer there. And you do hear sounds in the forest, crickets and other insects buzzing around, and you know that nature is as though they are coming to keep vigil with you as well. And you hope that Wendolyn somewhere is watching this and seeing as her body is reclaimed by the wild. But
I think Voska will take sort of the colorful beaded bracelet from her pack and just gently lay it on Wendolyn.
nice. And as you put that on her, it gives you a feeling of almost closure, as though you are saying goodbye for the second time. The first while she was alive, and now that you know she has gone over the horizon to where you cannot follow, you say that second goodbye, and you are filled with an inner peace. Then you look over at Roderick, and he's doing all kinds of weird shit with with Eilir. He's like flicking his nose and holding blood under it, and practicing his staking motion with his hand. But he doesn't seem to be causing him any harm. Almost just taking advantage, almost doubting that he's asleep. He goes to punch him and then pulls the punch at the last minute, and nothing happens. And it's almost comical to see Roderick go through these motions. But Roderick, you're being very thorough. You're all the things that you can think of. Vampires. It said that they do this, so I better check that. But the night passes peacefully as you stay here and keep vigil. Now, Nerdrum, where are you throughout all this?
I probably would have joined them if that's where everybody was. I wouldn't have wanted to be by myself.
Yeah. And occasionally you glance back in the direction of where that house is. I'm going to say you took Wendolyn deep enough into the woods where it's not inside of that house. Maybe you went a quarter mile or more, and you can't see the house, but you know the direction that the house lies. And you just hope that that place is still and quiet, and that there wasn't anyone else. There was only the one coffin down there, but you hope that there's no one else that's down there. But the night passes uneventfully. Craig, do you want to bring Beulah in the morning as a traveler? How do you want to introduce Beulah?
Sure, that works.
So maybe as dawn has crested over the horizon, the sunlight is shining on Eilir, and he's not burst into flames. Neither has Wendolyn. It seems like she is definitively dead, and he is not a vampire. Everyone rests easy, and then you hear a sound coming from off in the woods. And Beulah, as you approach, maybe you describe what you look like and tell us a little bit about Beulah as you make your introductions.
Beulah she is small even for halfling. Halfling. And she has dark hair with buns, 2 buns in her hair, and she is pretty badly scarred up. She looks like she's seen a lot and done a lot. And she is wearing some black studded leather and carrying a broadsword.
As you come into sight of this clearing, you see these figures sat around a body. And the body's lying in a bed of flowers.
Ooh, what happened to them? Hello, by the way.
Hello.
Is everyone looking at Beulah kind of strangely? Like, is this, another one of the vampire's minions or
Right.
something?
Yeah.
I think Voska sort of steps forwards and draws her dagger.
Can you stand over here in the sunlight? I just want to see you better.
Stand in that river in the sun.
Yes, what did you say your name was?
My name is Beulah. Beulah Bowl roar.
Well, that's awfully suspicious, you know. Dracula, Beulah. Well, I think that we ought to have some tests here.
Damn, he became Horseshack. Damn
Beulah
monster
is in the
hunter.
sun, right?
Yes, yep.
Bull roaring. You have to tell us how you got that name. You do look quite fearsome.
Oh, that's funny.
Dracula.
She could be another shapeshifter versus a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and so could you, and so could I. If we worry about it, we will drive ourselves insane. If she raises a blade, say her. If she does not, we're fine, I say.
But we don't know her.
Well, now's the perfect time as any. You said your name was Beulah. What are you doing on the road?
Shape changer. I don't start changing shapes until after the 10th flagon.
Well, come here and smell this blood. Let's see if you react to it.
She'll walk over and she'll take a big snort. It's foul.
Vampire's blood, right? Got enough frostbite, did you? So,
Oh, yes. Graham's blood, I believe it was.
Graham. Yes, if that was even his name.
So it was a vampire that I assume she was your friend?
A vampire and a shape changer. Killed our friend, the vampire did.
Took her leg right off.
Well, it looks like I'm right on time
Oh,
then.
you should join us, do you? You look good with that blade, I'm sure.
What direction are you going?
They're kind of shrugs. We were just going kind of east. We are just following the lake here, but I don't know if we had any plans necessarily. Just adventurers, if you will.
Yeah, we were
We're going
hoping
to
there'd be a
Druid
boat
Enclave.
to cross the river, but there wasn't one.
Eilir looks around at everybody, kind of trying to say, don't mention our war against Zygofer, if you will.
The crown, the scepter, all this stuff.
Yes, don't mention Zygofer. I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it.
Well, I would be glad to travel with you for a while. You see, I'm on a mission.
What's that?
I'm looking for my sister.
Oh,
Have you met any other halflings?
well, I mean,
Got one
aside
right
from
here.
Fasco, yes, right here, but other than her, no.
Well, yes, any besides her that are related to me.
Well, we wouldn't know that, would we? But no, I don't believe we have we? I don't remember any other halfling.
Do
No,
they
we
look
have
like
not.
you?
And that's a good thing.
Yep.
No,
It's a good thing. You don't like your halflings?
She's not. Her name is Clover.
It's a cute name. Clover. Well, yes.
She's beautiful.
I mean, the odds of finding somebody in these lands are quite How long has she been missing?
About 5 months.
5 months. When did the blood mist lift?
Probably about that long ago. 5, 6
Well,
months.
I mean, 5, 6 months. Did she vanish during the blood mist?
No, it had just lifted.
Adventurer off to find fame.
Set out. I think
After my own heart, I'm sure.
slavers. I think
Oh,
slavers got her.
oh no.
Oh,
Now, you have
That's
all
not-
heard of some sort of a
Yes.
slaver compound. That is under your Raven's Purge legends. You have heard of a place called Grindbone. Hunters
Yes.
whisper of Grindbone, the village of slavers and thieves that lies somewhere beyond the forests. Many have heard the cry of the village's mill from the river, but few have dared to approach. It is said that the millstones grind the souls of the enslaved to dust, since slaves have no use for spirituality. Some come to Grindbone through compulsion, others in exultation. There those captured by the cruel arrive, and from there those sold by the greedy leave.
Well, Bulwer, you think slavers took her? There is a Grindbone nearby, but we were planning to avoid that.
That was where I was headed.
which way is that? Is that to the east, south? Southeast.
She will point in the direction.
Yeah, I don't think we actually learned the direction where it's at. We just knew it was nearby, right?
When we were at the Hollows, we were told that it was to the east, and we have gone east, so it could be anywhere nearby.
Well, it sounds Paris. He wants to break into a slaver's camp and retrieve a slave. We are here for a purpose. We do have something we're trying to do. This is
Should
risky.
be easy.
Easy. I mean, I don't know much about it, but if there's slavers, they will be armed and they will be ferociously in defense of their slaves. That's their livelihood.
They will be cowardly.
Well, a man that would own another man. And then I think as Eiler says that, he thinks about how the elves and dwarves owned orcs, and he kind of bites his tongue. He says, yeah, it does sound cowardly, does it not? No, yes. Well, you will owe us, but what do we think?
Well, I think
not
that it would be
going to
good
the druids.
Yes, that was the plan. We were definitely avoiding Grindbone. I must confess, Bela, we had no plans of going there.
And Wendolyn was the one who wanted to go there, was she not?
Was she? I remember trying to skirt it, but it's been a moment.
Well, Abula, if you are to be a member of our group, there's one thing you should do so that we know that you're truly one of us. I've saved this final piece of pie. I brought it from the Hollows. If you are to eat this, I'll know that we can trust you.
It smells like bear meat.
She says, "Oh, my favorite." And she will eat it. She'll say, "Oh, a little chewy."
A little stringy. But it goes down nice. You just wish there was a flagon of ale to wash it down.
Yes, well, anyone who can stomach that, I know I can trust them.
Well, you can continue on with your journeys. Do you leave the house here? Do you set fire to it? Do you bid another farewell to Wendolyn, or do you simply walk away as though she is sleeping and leave her there?
I'd bid farewell and say, hopefully, maybe a bear will come by and eat you, and then the circle will be complete. Did we destroy the coffin?
No. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
You could,
just
if you set fire to it
up
down
and,
there,
yeah.
you'd probably burn the whole house down. But you could chop it up.
Chop it up and then set fire to it if we pull it out of the house.
As you burn it down, a black, thick smoke comes out of it. You know, it should be wood. It should just be like wood smoke, but it's almost like oil or grease, black smoke coming out. And you get the sense that you have done something good, that you have destroyed something that was used for evil and foul purposes. To continue
Well, I'm
on...
sorry about your friend.
Thank you. Well,
Thank you.
we are on the same path, I suppose, and the elves have much to make up for, so I'm willing to go to this Grindbone.
Yeah, I don't much care for slavers, so...
Should we not be avoiding danger right now?
Yes, and as you know well, we have an urgent mission to do, but, well, slavers, they are scum, utter scum, yeah, I'm willing.
Yes, well, of course, it would be good to help our friend here, but certainly these slavers must have a great wealth with them. Perhaps we could relieve them of it. They won't be needing it, certainly.
Well, certainly it will be locked behind treasure chests and steel. I was hoping we would just try to sneak the slave out, no?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, yes, but Eiler, based on how you did with that old lady back in Hearthstone, have to imagine that we could handle whatever we encounter there.
You were there, my friend. You didn't hear any steel on steel, did you? It was an old lady scared in the night. I struck her in the heart and was done with it.
Viola, you
It
hear
was
them
not an
talking
army.
about killing an old lady. What do you think about that?
Oh, I didn't realize this was that type of crowd, but
No, just that guy. Just that guy.
I tell you what, if you help me save my sister, I will go on your quest with you.
Well, you don't even know what our quest is.
Whatever it is, we surely shall not fail.
It will alter your life forever, and you will likely die. I just want to make you understand that. We will tell you more, but perhaps we save your sister first.
As long as it's in battle.
Oh, there will be battle.
Perfect.
But for now, we journey. Who wants to lead the way?
Refresh myself on what that is.
Oh, yeah, that was Wendolyn.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
Is it survival?
I think it's survival. And if you have the Pathfinder skill, you can use it.
Oh, did we get a full rest there?
Yeah, so that night you would have had a full rest, so everybody can heal up all their stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I typically kept watch, but if we want to try leading the way, I'm more than experienced in the wild. I'm sure I won't do you wrong. Mm-hmm.
Beulah's pretty good with a map.
I have 5 out of 5 for
Yeah, that's
survival.
What she has.
Survival, I have 7, I think. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You're the man.
It wants me to use quartermaster, or at least I can, but I don't see how that would work. That's for making camp. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird that it lets me, though. Like, it
it's
has the box there.
Because it's also a survival role. And then we need someone to keep watch while we're marching.
Which one's that?
Whoever wants to
Scouting,
do
right?
that. Yeah, scouting. Vasca's pretty good at that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vasta will volunteer to do that.
Okay. I'll stick to my
Nice.
hunting for when we need food.
Now, we can go 2 hexes. Do we just follow the coastline?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, we will follow the coastline, and worst comes to worst, we can dip back and go south somewhat.
We open the square here, and I'll open a little bit of the ocean as we're traveling by. So we come down to the southeast, and here we can actually see what looks like the ocean just off to our east. Right here, this is looks like the shore of the sea. You can see the crashing waves. This is no mere lake. You can smell that brine. You have reached finally the actual sea. Now the land does continue on to the northeast, or you can head straight south. We can cover 1 more hex this quarter day.
Well, they said it was to the east, and we've already traveled quite far east. We could keep going northeast. There's a little bit of land left, but I think it's quite narrow. I don't know if Grindbone would be there.
It might be. They could. I would imagine they trade slaves. They move slaves on the water. So
It might be quite defensible. The thing is, the Blood Mist having lifted such half a year ago, there would not have been time to construct shelters. So if these slavers have any kind of force, they probably will have stayed put. And this seems like quite a defensible position. So perhaps it is to the north. We can always double back, as I said. But
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, to the northeast, a little strip.
Okay, there is no encounter in this hex. And we do see a little spit of land, and I'm actually going to highlight some more of the ocean just so we can get a good feel for where we're at here.
Oh,
looks like there's nothing there.
Nothing there. We have reached the sea. And let me roll to see if there's an encounter here. Ah, yeah. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's hide.
It's hard to tell If it is the sound of whips and screams, or if it is the the banging of drums and chanting of holy words that you first notice. A large procession approaches. Now, because we passed our scouting roll, we see them before they see us. Dressed in black and wrapped in blackberry thorns, they whip and beat themselves. Several of them have cut off their tongues or ears, some have picked out their own eyes. At the front of the line is a group of women dressed in red. They carry a big plate with burning incense. One of them holds a pole with a strange iron symbol. In the middle of the crowd there is a wooden construction on wheels. From ropes, naked people hang with hooks attached under their skin. Chained slaves push the structure through the mud. They have not seen us yet. We can hide if we choose to. This looks like some religious zealots, and they have injured themselves, they're flogging themselves, they've scarred themselves in the name of whatever deity they serve.
Do those poor wretches there not look like slaves? Perhaps they know something about grindbone.
Yeah, it looks like slaves are pushing that wheeled structure where many of the living hang with hooks hooked through their flesh.
Slavers.
I say we confront them. Roderick, you may get your battle soon enough, and Beulah, prepare that blade, hey?
Don't worry
Yes,
about
yes.
me.
Eilir, you go in first, and I'll watch your back.
Of course, I'm sure behind my back you will be slipping that ring on.
Oh, yes. I just need to get it ready. I wanted to resize it first.
It's like, yeah,
Make sure not to
Beulah,
put any
welcome
oil
to
on
the
it.
party. Here, hold this. Give her the ring. Eilir,
Yeah.
do you approach to speak with them, or walk up
Yeah.
the path towards them?
If you guys wish to conceal yourselves, I will happily act as if I'm alone, but I will go question them, and then keep strike off onto the path.
How many of them are there?
There are, let's say, it's a large procession. I'm going to say there's at least a dozen. A dozen with probably another dozen slaves that are chained to the structure, pulling it on wheels. As Eilir approaches, the one of the women in red raises her arms, and she says, "Praise be to Rust! I am Mother Katyala. Come, join us. The blood mist spread over these lands to mark its downfall. When the mist cleared, it was a sign that the end was near. Portals to the demon realm are open. Bandits and outlaws rape and pillage the land, tearing itself apart. The only way the Forbidden Lands can be saved is if we punish ourselves enough to make the gods forgive them. Throw away your clothes, traveler. Throw away your gear. Join us. I have this iron symbol," and she points up at this symbol hanging from that pole. And give me an insight roll, Eilir, as you look up at the symbol. Whew. Yeah. You look at that, and it's just a symbol, but something about it seems way off. And since you have access to magic, you get the sense that there is a spell on that. You can use sense magic to know kind of what sort of spell it is, but there is some sort of enchantment on that symbol.
Do you think, will they know if I use sense magic? Is that like a really surreptitious spell or not?
Let me...
It doesn't say how you do it. There's no like
doesn't say if there's
ritual
like
to it or anything.
verbal or anything.
You could use a divining rod, but yeah, this doesn't have any
I
components.
don't think so. I think maybe you hold out your hand is probably it. You just, with your hands out. I don't think you say anything, so they may not know what you're doing. I'd say that they wouldn't. Or you could make a sleight of hand roll and ensure that they wouldn't recognize what you're doing.
He's not. Well, he'll try it, yeah. Oh, he's actually not bad at it, but
Yeah.
no. He kind of like waves his hand, and I guess maybe they can tell, but he says, and he's wearing his great helm, so he's hoping they can't see he's an elf. And he was just kind of, well, hello there. I don't know much about this roast of yours. I've just taken the road, but I'm afraid I can't. I'm on a quest myself, you see, but I had questions. I'm seeking someone and something. Perhaps you help me. I can. Well, you look like you have no need for material value. What can I help you with?
So and as you do this, you get the sense that it is illusion that's cast on the symbol, as though someone who gazes upon it is filled with visions of something else. She says, "We have no need of any of your belongings. All we need is your flesh. Let your body serve as a sacrifice. As you purge the sin from your body through this scourge," and she gestures, and one of the red-robed women bring up a flail, and it's got leather thongs with bits of obsidian and metal wound into the leather straps. "Flail yourself with this. Let your blood flow to show rust that you are an adherent to the new ways of this world."
Either shrugs. I like to imagine his plate armor is really loud when he does that, kind of just making a point. And he's like, "Well, I don't think I could get through the armor with the whip, but I'm going to perfuse you anyways. I'm not a man to know about the new world order. I'm just seeking a grindbone."
Grindbone. And one of the slaves, you see his eyes perk up as he looks in your direction. You get the sense he wishes to speak. And she says, "Grindbone. Oh, that place is a den of iniquity. They have only the laziest of slaves. Those who pull this, why, they are not fit for the work. Would that we had oxen or such to pull this cart. But oxen were not available to us, and so these here, they gave of themselves willingly to join us. But if it is Grindbone you seek, well, you are too far east. It is to the southwest of here. 1, 2, 3, 4 days' journey. Straight southwest, you will find that den of slavers."
Well, then I will block your path no more, and thank you for the knowledge, and to go on my own way. Is this agreeable?
It would be more agreeable if you were to join us.
Well, I'm sure it would, but as I said, I have something to goo in Grindbone, a bone to pick, if you will, and I can't do that if I'm a flagellant and wounded, as it were.
She's going to make a manipulation roll against you. You can make an insight roll. She got 1 success. And you got 1 success. So her argument does not really hold water to you. You're like, there's no way I'm joining you guys. I am not going to be knocking on someone's door asking, if becoming a mouthpiece for this lady's weird beliefs. And so you're able to excuse yourself polite enough that you don't think she would be offended, but you definitely let her know that you are not interested. And she looks at you with a look of dismay and says, "Oh, 'tis a pity. Perhaps your death will serve better than your life, for your life is meaningless now. Go to your death. May you die somewhere as the rest of the world shall die, and only those of us who are enlightened will live on."
Well, thank you, and may your flock grow greatly. I'm not sure what your goal really is, but I hope you good fortune, yes.
We are headed south. There is a commune of nature worshippers down there. We will show them the error of their ways, that Father Rust is the one who will bring them into the light. You're welcome to travel with us. From that commune, it is but a 1 day's journey to Grindbone.
I think Eilir kind of like clenches his hand on the hilt of his sword, and he says, I am headed back west, so perhaps we take a few steps together, but I don't think I'll join you on this journey to the druids, thank you. Mayhaps, we will see. And he kind of like glances over to the side. Not really like very obvious. In fact, you probably can't even tell when he's wearing a helmet, but yeah.
So he's looking
obviously
over at your allies.
Yeah.
Everybody hiding in the bushes. What do you guys think about this?
Can we hear the conversation?
Yeah, they're very loud as they're speaking. This is something that like Wendolyn would probably be all over, but
Yeah.
she's no longer with us. She's like,
That's what Voska is thinking.
Yeah, self-flagellation sounds great.
I'm just waiting for something to go south and ready to pull out my bow or something and start firing.
They don't seem to be violent. They just seem to be fanatical, but not to the point of violence. I mean, the violence they commit is to themselves, potentially not to others, and especially if these slaves seem to actually have been volunteers. Though she could be lying.
Oh, and one last thing. This may be a bit presumptuous. Would I be able to speak to your slaves and ask a few questions? Do they speak? You don't seem fond of them and their strength, but perhaps they may still have wit. Have you taken their tongues?
Oh, they have wit, but they do not have tongues. No, that was taken long ago.
Well, and slaves they may be. I'm sure they might be able to write. No?
She gives you a curious look and says, "Your voice sounds different. Take off your helm, that I might look upon your face. You sound familiar, friend."
Friend, yes. Well, you've got me. Well done. And he'll take his helmet off. Yes, I'm no peasant farmer, but still a friend, yes.
If you wish to converse with the slaves, I grant you leave. And she bids her ladies in red to part so that you can approach the dozen slaves that are chained to this wheeled contraption. And one of them seems eager to communicate with you.
Yeah, and he had picked up on that, so I mean, very warily, but he will accept. You've been more than kind to me and more than generous, thank you. I will not hold you up long. Yes, brothers, I just wish to learn more about Grindbone, if I could. If any of you may know anything, perhaps you could write it in the gravel, I don't know.
And the one looks down at the ground and kind of shakes his head, and then he reaches down and picks up 2 stones and rubs them together, and then looks at you and shakes his finger as if to say, no, no, no. And he rubs his hands, no, 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 as though telling you, do not go to Grindbone.
You are kind to warn me. I've heard much about this Grindbone. You understand? There's somebody there I must find. So I will thank you, but it must be done. And perhaps the priestess was correct, and I will find my death there. It is possible, but I will see it done.
He tries to mouth a word to you, and it doesn't really come out well, but it sounds like he's saying, Unga, Unga. And it's, give me an insight roll. Ooh.
I will push that, okay. Actually, yeah. Risky. Oh.
It's, whatever it is, it's 2 syllables. It sounds like it starts with a U and ends with an R.
Well, excuse me, friend. I appreciate the offer, but I can't quite understand you. I'm sorry.
And he looks kind of dejected, and he actually punches himself in the forehead a few times, like, why can't I get this out? And you see he's got tears in his eyes, as though he wishes he could warn you of this. But as such, he is not able to.
Well, you seem a good sort. Thank you. Yes. Your warning is kind. I don't feel any sorrows. As I said, I know what I'm going into. Thank you. And he would turn to the priestess and say, and again, you have been more than kind. Thank you very much. I won't hold you up anymore.
And then he holds up his hand as if to say, wait. And he looks down on the ground, and he sees a feather, and it's from a gull. We're here near the ocean, and he holds up this white gull feather, and kind of shakes it in front of your face and then hands it to you. So he's handing you a white feather.
Yes, I just closed my Foundry client. Awkward.
Well, it was fun playing, Luke. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. I think I catch your meaning.
And then he kind of holds his arms as if giving himself a hug, and he points at the feather. You get the sense that whatever this white feather means, that may be a good thing in Grindbone. Perhaps the thing that might save you, should you go there. But whatever the U and the R, whatever that name was, seemed like that was bad.
Yeah. I have no idea what that meant, but he's not trying to make him feel bad. So you've been more than kind. Well, I suppose you've volunteered to be here, though. Well, I wish there was something I could do, but nothing you really need, are you? You just flagellants. You just will expire.
They don't want healing. They don't want anything like that. He just seemed to want to either warn you or teach you something about Grindbone that could perhaps be of great import to him and he thinks might be important to you.
And I think Eiler's not just going to go back into the bushes as it is. I think he'll kind of move over to the side of the path and kneel and say, "You've been more than kind again. Thank you, very generous. I wish you quick speeds on your journey to these druids. And well, it sounds kind of grim, but whatever you do down there, I hope it goes as planned."
Nice. And they bid you a peaceful morning, and you see them head kind of in that direction right there.
Yeah, I think Eiler would wait quite a while before he gets back up, just in case anybody turns around.
Yeah. And we can travel 2 more hexes today before we need to stop. For the evening, we could go back through the hex that we were in, and then we could, kind of avoid them and go into that hex, or we could follow them and go down to that hex.
She did say it was just 1 day away from where the druids are, so it may be further south than that, but I would rather avoid them. I do wish Wendolyn were here. I think she would know more about this feather and what
I think we should go to the druids. They're gonna attack the druids.
They will, and they are flagellants, so they're unarmed and weak. Believe me, I did think about this. It grieves my heart. But what are we to do? They are 12. And that banner they had, there was some magic there. It's a foul business.
Could we not help the druids? Warn them at the very least?
They will get there before us, however. So, unless you have a horse, I don't think that would be possible.
Let's not be too hasty here. Vasca has a good idea. We could wait for them to go through the druids' area, and since they don't like worldly possessions, we simply go in after them and take whatever goods the druids had.
You're a fool. They worship rust. They will probably burn anything in that village, destroy everything. Eradication. They are not good people, let's be clear. They are the enemy.
Well, but if the druids had any sort of precious metals, surely that wouldn't burn. It might be worth a look, at least.
They do. They might melt it down, but yes, that's true, I suppose.
We might be able to come up behind them and arrive in time to save the
Precisely.
druids.
At the very least, their energies will be spent, and we can strike them in the rear and take them at their weakest. I agree with that, personally. Yes.
It sounds like that way to Grindbone might even be faster. It definitely sounds like it's on the way.
Yes, she said it was a day from there.
We could stop in, do a little slaughter, get some ales, and then we're back on the road.
Yeah.
So if you want to head south, that'll take you to the druids. If you head this way, kind of more southwest, that will take you to Grindbone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I do agree with the plan to hit them in the back while they're going after the druids. We could take a vote.
At night.
Well, I mean, do we want to save the druids or not? I think we should make that clear before we go.
Yeah,
I believe we ought to.
Are you willing to risk your lives to save the druids?
Yes.
Yes.
Very well, then. I say we make haste and strike them as quickly as possible. They will probably reach them first, and the druids are unawares.
Let me mark off this hex here then.
Let's get these bastards.
Give us a little more ocean view here. All right, as we move
They
down,
are carrying that cart, so they're probably pretty slow.
Yep, they'll be slow. We would be able to pass them, and these hexes are like 6 miles, so you could pass them like a mile away and still be in the same hex. And you guys could be very quiet as you do that. If you want to get to the Druid Enclave ahead of them, or do you want to attack them at night and kill these flagellants?
For Roderick's plan of striking them after, but if your heart is in saving them, then we must go speedily and get there first.
I need a lead the way roll, and then I need another keep watch roll. Ooh.
I will.
Ooh.
Oh boy. So keep watch works. Lead the way. Do we get a miss? Oh, nope, we get it. Whew. Okay. So we managed to not have any mishaps as we get there. Let me just roll to see if we have a random encounter really quickly. And so our plan is to move past them and try to get to the druids first. Is that correct?
Yeah. Seems like that's the majority vote.
Okay. No encounter. Let's. So it is nighttime falls. We travel through the hex that we've already been in. Nighttime falls, and it is time to make camp. While someone's making camp, the rest can either forage for vegetables. You can go hunting. We can fish. We're near the ocean.
Yeah. Nerdrum will go hunting.
Beulah will make camp.
Voska will cook if anybody.
Yeah, so if we get some food, Voska can cook it for us. Camp gets made. Excellent. Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Youch. Well, have
Good
some
thing
willpower.
Good thing I'm going to sleep.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm also gonna. I guess Voska will hunt. What are the different skills for them?
For hunting and foraging. So foraging is survival, and hunting is it scouting?
No, push to try to get better than a mouse.
Yeah, if you want to push that. Hey guys, I found a mouse. Oh, nice. All right, now click on found prey. We'll let you click on it. Oh, another mouse.
Mouse.
Well, it's one meat unit if you want to do that.
Oops. I should have rolled that as hunting. I'll
If you want to
push
do
it.
that again, you can.
Should I do it through hunting or?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
And also manually subtract. Actually, how do I do that again? I apologize.
From the party, if you click on the party, and then go to.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you can move Voska down to hunting, and then just click on where it says hunting, not hunt, but hunting, and I think it rolls that for you.
Awesome.
So it's a survival roll. Oh, it's a survival roll anyway, instead of
Oh,
scouting. Sorry.
Forage the scouting?
Forage is, I think they're both survival. So I thought it was scouting, but it's actually survival.
Okay. Well, I'll roll.
And then Nerdrum, if you want to try and take out that mouse, if you have a weapon or a trap, you can. So like a marksmanship roll with a weapon. If you have a ranged weapon, or a melee roll if you're just stabbing it with your dagger.
Is that the same as kill prey?
Yep, kill prey. Nice. So Nerdrum, you come up with 1 unit of meat, and Jessica, you were hunting.
Yeah, but that was a pushed roll, so.
Okay, so so you'll take the 1 damage, gain a willpower as well.
Hmm.
And let me get you, let's see what we find. Well, you find a deer. Nice. A little better than the mouse that we found. You need to make a marksmanship roll to take that out with a weapon, or you can do a melee roll if you're, sneaking up on it, stabbing it with a sword.
That's absolutely what she's gonna try to do. Actually, hold on. I don't have a ranged weapon.
So yeah, if you want to use like your sword or your dagger, like even if you want to throw your dagger, that would be marksmanship. Unless
Oh, then
you,
she'll do that.
yeah, I'll let you use that. Oh, do you push that?
Ow!
Oh no! So the deer gets away. You gain 2 willpower. You take a little damage to your agility, but you're not able to get that deer. But we did get a mouse. So the brave hunter Nerdrum comes back with this little mouse over his shoulder. Roderick, what were you doing? Are you hunting, foraging, or just are you resting now so that you can stay up and keep
Well,
watch?
would it be possible for me to repair my armor?
Yeah, yep, you could do that during this time. Be a crafting roll. You have the blacksmith skills. Ooh, nice. Yeah, you can repair 2 points of your armor.
Yes, I will make a makeshift forge and begin reshaping some of my armor and fixing the parts that have broken in the last few days. And hopefully that will protect me a little better in our next battle
Yeah.
that we encounter.
Excellent. We can either cook the mouse and someone can add it to their food, or someone can just eat that and they don't have to roll food tonight.
That's quite a catch there, mighty hunter. How shall we split it?
Otherwise, everyone will need to make a food and water roll.
Yeah, I'll eat jerky.
Nice. Eiler's good on food and water. Oh, I see a 1. Roderick, your food.
Oh,
And Vaska's food as well. So Roderick and Vaska, your die will go down by 1. If we cook that mouse, then someone can increase their die by 1. Vaska, you have the camp chef
yes.
talent if you want to cook it.
Awesome. Let's put
Nice.
that out.
Is it going to have those little paper booties
Like a turkey.
over its feet?
It is a quarter day.
I think for a mouse, I don't think it's going to take a quarter day. I think you could probably
Okay,
cook that in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So if one of you, in fact, Vaska, since you rolled a 1 on your food, if you want to increase your food die by 1, you could with that mouse. I'm going to stretch that mouse out. It's going to last you a long time.
Yeah, she will do that because she was down to her last food die.
And then if you guys want to rest, you can do the rest, and then that'd probably be a good place to end it. We'll do some experience points.
Oops. Well, we'll figure out watch.
I'll say the watch passes uneventfully tonight. I think that I'll give you guys a free 1. Let's do XP. So, did you participate in the game session? That's a yes. You did not discover a new adventure site. We did find treasure of 1 gold or more. No one activated their pride. We did travel through at least 1 hex. We did defeat 1 or more monsters. Let me give these to everybody. Okay, now we come to risk their life for another PC. Did anybody risk their life for another PC? I don't think so. No one activated their pride. In fact, now Was it Roderick? You can use your pride again next time, because you had to go a whole session not able to use your pride. You've got that back now. Did anyone suffer from their dark secret?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Roderick, did you suffer from your dark secret?
Probably. I think when he took the ring off, that might be part of his dark secret.
I think so. So I'm gonna give Roderick 1 for that.
If you wanted, you could say that when Roderick decided not to run away, that rather to charge back in at the vampire, perhaps that was risking his life, but that might be a stretch.
I'm going to say no, because that wasn't for any one player. I think you recognize, oh, hey, I can take this guy out with this one blow, versus, when you should have ran and instead you stayed. So I'm going to say no on risk your life for another PC. However, the next thing is extraordinary action. Did anyone perform an extraordinary action? I don't think anyone. Wendolyn. Let's see. I'm trying to remember when we were fighting. You were. No, I guess you couldn't heal yourself. I'm going to say you used Purge. You used your willpower to purge instead of healing yourself, but you couldn't heal yourself. Do any of you want to nominate anyone for an extraordinary action? I don't know that there was. Let's look at. The last thing is reputation. A feared monster was slain. So I think everyone can gain 1 reputation for that, because we did take out the vampire. So on your sheet up at the top, you'll see reputation, and you can add 1 to that. Perfect. Awesome. Next time, we will pick up right from here. We will head down towards the druids, maybe warn them about these people that are coming, and whether we stay there or just warn them and then say, be prepared, and then we hightail it to Grindbone. We can decide that next time. But Wendolyn, what a beautiful ending, even though it was an ending, and happy to have Beulah here. And if anyone does not have a backup character, probably a good reminder to consider having one on hand and ready, just in case. I do have a bunch of pre-gens. Someone could just grab a pre-gen, but if you want to make one, just get me the information. I'll put it into Foundry and we'll have it ready. So, any questions before we sign off for the day?
Nope, I don't think so.
All right. Awesome. Well, I will see you all for Raven's Purge in 2 weeks, except for Ubik. You won't be here. But
I won't be here.
Everybody else will be here. Nerdrum will be off wandering, or maybe he'll die. We'll see. No, I probably wouldn't kill you. But yeah, so Nerdrum he'll just kind of fade into the background while everyone else steps up to take action. That also means that our healer will not be with us, so maybe don't take any huge risks. Otherwise, I'll see you all in 2 weeks.